Alright. New game. Oh, we have a option. Please choose a game mode. The easy game mode offers additional game help, the option to skip special puzzles, and to receive further tips from the diary. I don't need that. We got therapy. The normal game mode has no additional game help. However, you can select the additional game help option while in this mode if you wish. What? So in easy mode, does it throw the hints at your face? And in normal mode, it doesn't, but you have the option to bring them to show that? I don't know. I vote normal. Wait, no, I mean easy. We gotta go normal. I never play games on easy. I usually don't play them on hard, but I don't play them on easy. Alright, let's see what 8 years of, enhancements have done. The first game was in 2003, this one is 2011. Sounds like it's kind of quiet, doesn't it? Let me know if it's quiet. That place looks familiar. That's the same place. This definitely doesn't look retro, John. Give it a minute. Wait till we're playing.
Samuel? Where are you?
I think I have to turn it up. Definitely better computer graphics. Yeah, this is basically starting a brand new game, Dingo, so you are hitting the ground running. You know as much as I do.
Samuel? Are you there? Please, say something.
Who's this? Samuel was the main character from the first game. But he found out that he was the bad guy and had killed a bunch of people, and he ends up killing himself.
There you are. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. You promised you wouldn't just disappear anymore. I've been looking all over for you. Ow! What's wrong with you?
Jeez.
I don't know who you are. I don't know my own husband. You disappear every night. You only talk when it's absolutely necessary. Where is the man that I married, Samuel? I want my husband back!
Dang.
What have I done? What the hell have I done?
That's not the same voice, is it?
Oh no! I didn't want this!
Holy crap.
No! No! Oh! No!
He is Samuel Gordon. Yeah, there was Lockhart Games. There was some horror elements, like some creepy stuff, but I wouldn't say it's like a scary horror game. Oh, this is like way in the future. Ooh, almost dropped my coffee. You saw Sonic today, Ouija. How was it? I've actually heard not too bad things.
Stick the damn fuse back in. I want to open the store.
So, we're working in a store. That's probably way too tiny of text for you guys to read. So it says, whew, there's a new diary entry. The corresponding symbol will flash at the top left of the screen. You can not read this because I'm just going to leave the screen. Okay, whatever, game. Wasn't done. Thanks. I didn't get to read the whole thing. Never mind. John's definitely not going to agree with me on the retro thing. I don't know. If I had to classify what this feels like, even though it came out in 2011, it kind of looks like it could be a Dreamcast game. What do you guys think? Retro or not retro? That is the question. That's not what retro means. I know.
An old dust-encrusted fuse box. There are a lot of wires coming out of the top of it, which then run along the floor joists. Doesn't look exactly safe.
The fuse! The fuse, man! Open your eyes!
I'm just working. Okay, I gotta read these quick. This tip system gives you information that goes away too quickly at the start of the game on how to play. If you don't wish to receive any tips, deactivate this feature in the options menu. Alright, let me fix the channel, because it's probably not really retro. Now, both those games came out in the same year, is that right? Or is that just when the American release happened? This guy is not Samuel Gordon. Now, 2009, it says it came out. So, a little over a decade is what I'm reading on Wikipedia. And then Black Mirror 3? I would believe that's 2011, especially if they're a continuation of games. Black Mirror 3. I keep getting the show. Game Wiki. I don't want a list of episodes. Okay, I'm not going to waste too much time, but I did see 2 was 2009. At least that's what I read. So developed in 2009? At least what I'm reading here on this fantastic website was developed and produced and released in 2009. But what you gonna do? It's like a wiki specifically for the game, I guess. So let me go ahead and change the category real quick. Nice stash, sir. This is just me not shaving for a couple days. How's it going, Linz? Good to see you again. Okay, Black Mirror. Yeah, probably the original release in Germany would have been 2009, and probably in the US in 2000. That's what I was kind of thinking. There we go. Okay, we should have the correct not angering Blaze category. No, I just changed it, Blaze. We're stuck here. We're stuck here. Okay, back. So he keeps yelling at us to change the fuse.
Okay, then.
There we go.
Just like everything else of Fuller's, pretty well junk.
I was misinformed. Oh, Ouija, I'm going to take some soul medicine beer. And probably play some Final Fantasy 14. I'm playing that on the side with Andy right now. That's a good game. Oh, good night, Ouija. Thank you again so much for the raid, dude. Have a great night. Enjoy your beer. Right, let's...
I think I can swap a fuse over without needing instructions.
Oh, good. I didn't want to have to mess with instructions. Okay.
The blown fuse must be under here. Huh. Fuller's already had a go at it. But again, he couldn't sort it out. The 3 other fuses look fine, but this one's had it.
Do we have the spare fuse on us?
I should throw that away. Otherwise, I'll get mixed up.
I think the game's a little bit quiet. Let me increase that just a little bit. I just dropped it to 0. Okay. Right there. It was a little bit quiet for you guys, or was that just my imagination? Felt a little quiet to me. Maybe that's just my headphones. I might have turned it down for the last game. Yeah, it was a little too quiet. I kind of thought so. I have awoken from my slumber, finally. I didn't even know you were taking a nap, Tiny. How was your nap? Okay, so we've taken out the fuse. God, that thing creeped me out. This closed dummy right here. I thought that was a person for a second. How does this work? We have a diary. Show hotspots. That's fantastic. I love this feature.
It's not providing light, and that's not going to change until I have the power turned back on.
Closed dummies are people too. When you have received all of the information on an object, you lose its interactivity. That's good to know. Good. I can't click on that again. Okay, now you change it back to retro. We finally decided. Oh, it's okay. You're struggling to sleep during the night because you messed up your shoulder. Oh, it sucks trying to sleep when you have some kind of like ailing pain, isn't it? So it's just a few more hours than usual. You made Rocky Road and s'mores brownies earlier, and I'm fighting getting some right now. If you made them, Zora, why would you fight eating them? Come on. Is there a button for hotspots? Spacebar. Okay, nice.
Well, at least it'll give me a bit of light until I get the power turned back on.
You think you'll be done today? How long does it take to install a new fuse?
Well, first I have to find a fuse. Come on.
Let's see. A few plastic containers, bottles and boxes, light bulbs, cables, grease. And a small carton of fuses.
There we go. Nice.
Hopefully the fuses work. You never know in this place.
Let's see. Oh, just a sec. When you want to activate an item in the inventory, click on it using the right mouse button. Ah, see, this game was nice to tell me that. I remember the first game, I had no idea I had to use the right mouse button until the second stream. Was the VOD going to get all messed up with the chapters? Yeah. The VOD will be messed up, but I will do my own highlight, so we have like a permanent copy that won't be messed up. Oh, you lost your laptop in the mess I have in my apartment. Oh no, therapy. Are you doing some like spring cleaning or moving things around? What is this wood pallet
That
all about?
rickety pallet is blocking my view of the lower shelves. I can't see what's behind there.
Well, then move it. Samuel Gordon would have just yelled at it and it would have gotten out of his way. That, or Samuel Gordon would have given it some money. He usually would just pay things off and then they would do what they wanted. Ooh, has Andy played Life is Strange 2 yet? No, we have not gotten to stream that yet. I'm trying to do that for one of our bonus streams. I want to get that game started. Oh, did we just pick up a map? Is that what that was?
That's a postcard of Biddeford.
Oh,
It's
postcard.
very useful for getting from one part of town to the next. But I can't just go off across the town right now. I've still got things to do here.
Oh, okay, so it is a map that we can use to get around. Okay. Developer?
Photo developer. Looks like it's been there for a while, but the bottle's still sealed, so it could still be good.
Yoink. Yeah, graphically, this
Fuller will
game
hardly
is
miss it, and even if, I can live with it.
this game is a big step up from the first one. Oh, you renovated part of it and had to move stuff in one room.
Come on, get on with it! Replace that damn fuse already!
Any time that you have to like move all your stuff from one room to the other, it's like impossible to get it back together.
A battered paint can with about half an inch of dust on the lid. Dr. Rainbow's Finest Pearly white 85. I don't think I can recall having seen one pearly white thing in this whole building.
Now, I missed where it said, the whatchamacallit, what year it was in this game. Did you guys catch that? The paint can's from 85. What are these ropes?
If I want to look at awful pictures, then I can do it upstairs in the store.
Oh, you're gonna lurk and find some food to eat and shower? Oh, thank you, Tiny. Appreciate the lurk. Let's see, do you mean one of those bonus streams you announce right after I go to sleep? That's the one, Blaze. No, actually, what I'd like to do is, because it's going to be a longer game, it might just take over regular streams for a little bit when I get to play with Andy.
If I want to look at awful pictures, then I can... Oh my god.
93,
who would want to be
thank you.
photographed in front of that backdrop? Well, maybe it was the trend. Once.
The fuse, man! Open your eyes!
I love how many unique reactions he has to yell at us. I'm gonna take my time.
There's not as much dust on the floorboards here. They're almost shiny, in fact. So does Fuller stand here every night with a beer looking at these awful pictures?
The game will
An
probably
old
let me
clothes
come
dummy.
back here.
Oh, judging by the smell, it's been damp at some point, and now it's just moldering away.
Ew. But I just want to kind of check everything out and grab everything before we
An
do what
ancient
he
rusted
wants.
bucket with a little bit of water in it. With that water in the bucket, it's only a matter of time until it's completely rusted through. I certainly don't need a bucket, nor a load of rusty water.
You might later. Oh, we can pour more water in there.
A water faucet. If Fuller had a garden he wanted to water, he could do it from here. But in Fuller's garden, you'd get pretty well nothing to grow.
Oh,
You
Sora.
think you'll be done today? How long does it take to install a new fuse?
Oh, I think he started over. That was the first thing he said. Well, your brother loves the first Black Mirror. Not sure if it's the first or second game, but all I recall is the year is either 84 or 85. Yeah, I forget what year Black Mirror 1 took place in. Oh, it was 83. There we go. So it was a 10-year difference.
An old garden hose, with more holes than a golf course.
That's going to be useless.
I can't do anything with that.
Beer.
A beer crate with 24 bottles. All empty.
Aw.
And the bottles aren't dusty either. Beer doesn't keep long around here. Cheap beer. That's about right for Fuller. I just wonder why he has the crate in the basement. I can't see him coming down here every time he wants to drink a beer upstairs.
Yeah. Does this take place in, whatchamacallit? Boston?
A light shaft with a grill. Leads up to the backyard. The hinges on the basement grill are rusted. No idea if you could open it. And even if you could, it'd squeak like hell. I don't want to open the grill. Why should I?
I remember that in the first game, this guy didn't have any kind of, like Samuel Gordon. He would never interact with something unless he needed it. Like, you could find a hammer, and even if you need the hammer later on, until you find the reason, you can't actually grab the hammer. I wonder if this is similar. Oh, Dingo, your Wi-Fi's still not working, dude? Unfortunately, I have to go. I'll be back next stream. Dingo, thank you so much for dropping by. It works, it's just slow as heck. You might want to try rebooting your router when you get a chance. Those 22 tokens must be expired. Matt, give me back those points. You're not allowed to use them? That's funny.
Now all I have to do is put a good fuse in.
Okay, so I have to grab it from my inventory. Here's the carton of fuses. Nope. They're not correct. Oh, I have to right-click it.
There's just one fuse left in the box. But at least it looks unused. I reckon it's still out of work.
There we go. Upstairs. Here's our one useful fuse.
Well, that's that. Now all we need is some power.
Oh, no, 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 no. I've spent many an hour fighting that dang thing. I give up on that one. Might be time just for a new router altogether, huh, Dingo? Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm sorry you're having internet problems, but hope to catch you on Saturday with your Wi-Fi working properly. Wait, are you giving Matt the cactus tokens? What's going on here? Supposed to go the other way around. Yeah, why were you giving the bot tokens?
Okay, so let's have a look.
Do we have power?
Let there be light.
Oh, you did cheat before
Don't
therapy.
need this anymore.
I'm just kidding. I never even mentioned it before. It's actually something I only thought about today. The spacebar shows you all of the interactive points in a scene. I already knew that. It was funny, when I was looking through the list of bots I wanted to get rid of, I saw the Spider Monkey Shanty radio, and I'm like, wait a second. People could take advantage of that. Oh, was Spider actually doing that? Ban her from the leaderboard. No. Yeah, therapy could do whatever she wants. I'd gladly buy another router, but that if it means I could smash the old one with a hammer. Dingo, it needs to be like that movie Office Space, where, oh, now we can test all these. In Office Space, they like smash this printer to like bits because they hate it. All to like some gangster rap music. You gotta do that.
If I want to look at awful pictures, then I can do it upstairs in the store.
Okay, so these ropes change the backdrop, is that right? Okay, I think we're done here. In Monty Python, boys.
So let's go up. A wonderful working day awaits, full of appreciation and deep personal fulfillment. Ugh.
Sounds like he loves his job. Burn her!
Finally! You make a big deal about going to college, but you're too sappy to replace a fuse. Put that board outside in front of the store. Get on with it!
This guy's lovely, isn't he?
The store isn't doing very well. I don't think a cheap sign is going to change that.
Probably not.
But what the hell?
You know what he needs is somebody outside the store dancing in a weird costume. That'll do it. To get additional background information about people, click on them using the right mouse button.
That's a postcard of Biddeford, but I can't just go off across the...
Didn't mean to click that. Let's get more information about Fuller.
Huh. Fuller. What can you say? A good reason to have doubts about humanity? I've only been working here a few days, and I've already given up hope that he might, just once, behave like a normal human being. This is probably the most stressful holiday job that I've ever had. Holiday job in a photo studio? Yeah, sure. Great stuff. Learn new things, earn some money. And the reality looks a little different. Fatter and more bald. Know what I'm saying?
I love how when I right-clicked on him to get information, our character turned around and actually talked to the camera. It almost broke the fourth wall. Matt the Cactus, I will request my own game. The way he says store sounds more like star. Stars. Okay, so let's grab the sign and take it outside like he asked. Uh-oh, he's got the corona.
Someone's really told you.
Huh?
You've put it the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Hey, we're already getting laughed at. We just started this job. Come on, lady. It's difficult work.
I'd like to get some portraits done. Some pretty black and white pictures. Have I come to the right place?
I can hardly hear her.
Oh, yeah. You're at just the right place. Black and white photography is my specialty.
Wonderful. So let's get started. My name's Angelina, by the way.
Oh, well, I'm Darren. Let's go inside.
I think I'm going to turn that up. I think I can turn up the volume for the voices separately.
Photography store. What can I do for you?
Creepy.
I wanted to get some portraits done.
Very good. We can start right away, dear lady.
But I thought Darren would...
What? But he's just an errand boy. A pretty child like you deserves a real photographer. Here, go and pick up the post and take this letter to Mrs. Biba in the diner in the main square. I've got things to do.
Oh, poor girl. She gets to deal with him. She's like, I really don't need my portrait drone. I just wanted to flirt. You can skip cutscenes by using the tab key. Okay, I will never be hitting the tab key. Unless I die and we have to redo some stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and save it. New entry. Save. I'll keep multiple saves just in case. Let's see, I think it would be better in game sound settings, turning the speech up all the way and the music down a little bit. I think that's right. Let's see what they are right now. Sound effects. Music's already down to 50%. And speech volume's already at 100, so I guess we just need to turn the music down even more, huh? Try like 30%? Which is weird. It did not sound like the speech was at 100%. Okay, let's try that. Oh, I have pizza, but it's too hot to eat. This is torture. Pizza that is too hot is the worst. I always burn the roof of my mouth, without fail. And then it bugs me for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. Okay, so we had to take this to another store, is that right?
A letter from Fuller. I'm supposed to give it to Mrs. Biba in the diner. She works behind the counter there.
Still sounds a little quiet to me. Let's try turning the effects down. The environment volume down. Maybe that was it. Maybe it's not so much the effects. I think it might be more the environment volume. Okay, let's try that. And the overall up. Crank that to 90.
A hydrant, just like any other one. I don't see anything special about it.
Okay, that sounds a little bit better. Oh, Donna, how's it going? My tea is hot. I need wait to see John playing. Oh, I saw you jumped in earlier, Donna, to check how long we've been streaming. We actually just started this game. How's it going? Okay, so we need to go to the diner to turn that thing in.
A collection note for a package. There's a little shop down on the harbor which is a collection point for all the parcel mail around here. If I hand in the note there, I'll be able to pick up Fuller's delivery.
Okay, so we have to go down here, I think? Oh, you just finished breakfast. Nice. I'm back. Are we Samuel Gordon? No, we saw Samuel Gordon in the intro. But now this is 10 minutes in the future, and we're somebody totally different. A double click on interactive game elements will launch the corresponding action immediately. Ah, you can do that to, like, skip time, I guess. Okay, so this is the post office. Sweet car. What kind of car is that?
Pretty senseless driving around Maine in a convertible.
I say 10 minutes.
But I reckon that's not what it's really about.
10 years.
It's expensive, and that's what counts.
Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Minutes, even I heard that. 10 minutes in the future. Who knows what happened back then? That was like a different time. Wait, I don't want to go in the souvenir store. There's like a little window there.
Then I said to him, Jason, I need a new car, urgently.
Oh yeah, and then?
What can I say? It's parked right outside.
You can't be serious.
Sure, I'm being serious. A convertible. Totally cute.
Girl,
Okay, I'm gonna back
you're
out of
just
here.
gonna have to show me.
Oh, never mind. I do have to go in there. I was thinking that's like a souvenir shop and the post office is different. But no, I think it's all one place.
And in this
Oh, Fallen
weather-
Angel, I missed you.
This
Sorry.
so
How's it
Yeah,
going?
what did he
Welcome.
I need
We're just
someone
getting this
to get
game
that
started.
You're
broad
sitting
to
there.
leave.
Ha! Well, she didn't deserve anything better.
But that's
Maybe
not
a
all.
realtor.
You joking?
Or she's
There's
a
more?
homemaker, first
yeah,
and foremost.
Now get this.
That's Miss Rosie, the store lady. She might not be the world's
Fork
greatest
Truck
employee,
Pete just can't afford
and I
that
presume
kind of
nobody's
thing.
ever quite dared
Hey,
to tell her
it's
that
me,
fact.
okay? And I'm telling you.
It's funny how
she
they're
saw
talking
him
over each other.
herself.
But surely it doesn't look
Now,
as cute
perhaps
as
Mrs.
my new
Superficial is
convertible.
familiar with angles.
Well, hardly.
Or maybe she's a
Talking
Nirvana
of
fan.
which, weren't we going to go
Really,
for a little
what the hell can I
ride?
talk to her about?
Yeah, I'm about to have my lunch break.
Nirvana fan.
Ah,
I'm guessing that
yeah.
he's a Nirvana fan. I'm a Nirvana fan.
And what did your Jason say to that?
Excuse me?
Have you got something wrong with your ears?
No, I just wanted a package.
Something wrong with your eyes then?
Huh?
Listen, I'm talking here. Can't you see that?
Oh.
Yeah, I can see as clear as day, unfortunately. But I have to collect a package for Fuller at the photo store.
There'll be no line jumping in this store. You're online, okay? Now wait until I'm ready.
Ugh,
Really?
The young kids
I have to wait
today.
for them to finish gossiping.
Always. I'm always having a fight with them.
Bad parents, that's what it is.
So tell me,
Yeah, it's hard
What's
to say. Do you
happening with
like
your new
when they
car
say
game?
Jason more
A
or Sean?
convertible. So cute.
I think Jason's
in
my favorite.
Beautiful
Jason.
red and all the best upholstery
can I
and
just, like-
everything.
oh, you earned it.
Oh, you.
Drop the collection
We'll take
note
a
on
little
her?
spin later.
Hello? Might I get served here?
Of course. Just as soon as I'm through with this customer.
And that will be when? When she's lying on the floor with blood streaming out of her ears?
Well, really.
I'll serve the lady for as long as I see fit. We spell service with a capital S in this store.
S?
Yeah, I can see that.
S for
Ugh, the young kids today.
Always. I'm always having a fight
Hmm.
with them.
We have to do
Bad
something
parents,
to this woman.
that's what it is.
I think that's the
So
first
tell
puzzle.
me,
Is
What's
kill this
happening with your
customer.
new car again?
A convertible. So cute. In beautiful red.
Oh,
and
Sean
all
is your
the best
favorite
upholstery
purely because of the
and
bug. I
everything.
saw that video, Tiny.
Oh,
that
you
was
earned it.
hilarious.
Oh, you. We'll take a
Every
little
time
spin
the name
later.
Jason is mentioned, I
Where is
automatically
it
go,
then?
Jason.
It's parked
Me
right
too.
outside the shop.
Ooh,
Right.
then we can go for a
what can we
ride on my
do in
lunch
here
break.
to interrupt
But isn't
her?
that still a way off?
So what is going on with Fork Truck Pete and
Coffee
that sister?
mugs,
What's her
little
face?
lighthouses,
Not the
badges,
sister.
mini
That's
life
Matt's
belts
cousin,
with
that's
Biddeford
who.
stamped on
I
them.
thought she was.
Plastic house numbers, porcelain lobsters, plastic
I
lobsters.
can't even hear him over them
wooden
talking
And
lobsters.
sometimes.
then I said to him,
Metal
Jason,
lobsters.
I need a new car.
What more could the
urgently.
tourist heart yearn
Yeah.
for?
And
That's a
then-
lot of lobsters.
What can I say? It's parked right outside.
You can't be serious.
Handbills for local
sure,
events.
I'm being serious.
Brand
A
New Year Bazaar.
convertible. Totally
Hits a
cute.
go-go, dance till
Girl,
you drop.
You're just gonna
Oh,
have to show
man.
me later.
Oh yes, there's
Funny
no
thing,
way
coming
I'm
from Sally
not going
Faze,
to do that.
John's solution to everything is we're just supposed to kill her now, right? With that butcher knife.
And in this weather.
It's a
You
demon
lying.
funny
And
thing.
what did he
we
do?
don't we can't let it
Well,
live.
he just left her sitting there.
Ha.
An armchair.
Well, she didn't deserve anything
Doesn't
better.
look too uncomfortable.
But that's not all.
But who'd
You
want to sit
joking.
down in this
There's
shop
more?
with the charming
Yeah.
Rosie?
Now get this.
It'd be funny if the solution was to sit in the chair and just wait for them to shut up.
An old ship's wheel.
Fork
It's
Truck
supposed
Pete
to
just
endow a
can't
certain
afford
maritime
that
charm,
kind of thing.
I guess.
Hey, it's me, okay? And I'm telling you, she saw him herself.
But
The
surely
clock must
it
be
doesn't
busted.
look as cute as
At least
my
it'll
new
be right twice a
convertible.
day.
Well, hardly.
Talking of which, weren't we going to go for a
Nothing
little
here looks like it
ride?
could be like a distraction or
Yeah,
anything.
I'm about to have my lunch break.
Ah, yeah.
It's got
And what did
Mrs.
your Jason
Biba
say to
scribbled
that?
on the
Mrs. Biba?
envelope.
He doesn't know a
The
thing
letter's sealed
about
and I
it
can't
yet.
open it unnoticed.
You
and I
go,
shouldn't do it
girl.
either. I'm not looking
Now
for
don't you
trouble.
go telling anyone, okay?
Girl, of course I won't. What are you
Do I have to
thinking
give the
of?
letter to her? To
You're
mail
a
out?
darling, Rosie.
What was
Oh,
that
no.
story
I think
again
that
with your
means
new
no.
car?
There are forms that we need? I don't think so.
Where is it then?
Huh.
It's parked right
Every
outside the
possible
shop.
kind of form.
Ooh, then
From
we can go
garbage
for a
and large
ride on my
object
lunch break.
collection, telephone
isn't that still
rerouting.
a
Maybe I
way
can just
off?
interact with
Here's
her.
a form
So
from the
what is going
Make
on
Our
with Fort
Town
Truck Pete
Prettier
and that
committee.
sister, what's her
My
face?
mom's on the board of that one.
Not the sister.
It seems you
That's
should
Matt's
send in
cousin,
suggestions
that's who.
for improvements
I
around
thought
the
she
town.
was...
Yeah, let me try talking to her
Now,
directly.
perhaps Mrs.
No, we
Superficial
can't.
is familiar with Hank.
And
He
then
just says,
I said
"I
to
have
him,
nothing to talk to her about."
Jason, I need a new car. Urgent.
So I think we need to go find a gun. By clicking on the postcard or pressing the M key, you can open up the map. It enables you to jump to locations you've already visited. Y'all are hysterical. I don't know about you, but I've lost some brain cells. Now, it did tell me, and I don't remember the key it said, but it said there was some button I can press to basically mute the dialogue. I almost have to in that room, just so I can think. Which, it does what it's supposed
You
to.
can only buy tourist rip-off stuff in here. But the mail for the whole neighborhood gets dropped here, too.
Young woman.
A young woman. She looks sad.
You know you're talking out loud right next to her, right?
Everything okay?
No, it's not actually. Carrie died here 2 years ago. She was
Oh,
my
you.
best friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did it happen?
You're not from around here.
No, I'm from Boston. I'm spending the semester break at my mother's.
Yes. Well, Carrie committed suicide. No one knows why. Everyone loved her. She was intelligent and always happy. I think there's still a picture of her in old Fuller's display window. The young woman with dark hair and green eyes.
Would you ever
Yes,
tell this
I
kind
know
of stuff
that
to someone you
picture.
don't know?
A really pretty woman.
She had so many plans. After studying, she wanted to open a kindergarten here in Bedford with her husband Jason.
Jason.
I just don't understand it. From one day to the next, she changed completely. Became really reclusive. She was depressed and melancholic all the time. No one could reach her anymore. Not even Jason. Even though they loved each other more than anything. Then one day, she just threw herself into the sea.
Jeez.
And no one knows why?
No one. Jason has never gotten over it. He couldn't help her. A few months later, he married that brainless bimbo with a convertible. He probably just felt so lonely. It's definitely got nothing to do with love.
He must have been really lonely.
Excuse me. I'd rather be alone right now.
Okay.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Question. Which of those brainless in there own the convertible? Could be either one. Let's see. When it was said after divorce, once I spoke about it to a total stranger in Paris. Oh, being sad. Well, that's kind of cool, though, there, because you're on travel, you know? I'm guessing this is her hometown, talking to people that she could possibly see the next day, telling all of her deepest, darkest thoughts. That's more of like
Back
a what
there is
happens
where
in
the
Vegas
harbor
stays in
ends and
Vegas.
The natural shoreline begins. Just miles and miles dotted with lone houses. Often guest houses and hotels with views over the ocean.
This game has a very somber tone. It's kind of cool. Okay, so there's some rope on the floor right here, but I can't use it to strangle the woman. Oh, talking to strangers can be cathartic. I could say talking to strangers is cool. That's just going deep real fast. Yeah, I think she might not come across many newcomers in town since relief. That's true, and you might be lonely. Like, maybe you don't really have a lot of people you can talk to, so that would work out pretty well, actually. Blaze doesn't like Boston. That was one of the first places that England started having problems with the United States. Hence, this is the origination of all of Blaze's hatred towards everything American.
There are stickers on the door for every credit card you could imagine. Like, no one's allowed to go home with their
It's just the
hard-earned
accent, I'm just
cash
kidding.
still in their pockets.
Ooh, a life belt. Can we use this to kill the woman?
A life belt. Years ago, there were pirates around here who used to lure ships under the rocks.
Pirates,
They
you say?
used to light false beacons, and once the ships had run aground on the rocks, they'd row out and rescue the cargo.
Ooh, therapy's selling it.
And
Therapy's
in
selling
this
it.
weather.
I like it.
You
Blah,
lying.
blah,
And what
blah.
did he do?
Well,
Don't
he
they have
just left
anything
her
better
sitting
to
there.
do? Okay.
Well,
Dumb
she
question.
didn't deserve anything better.
I was hoping this
But
might be
that's
another
not
one of those
all.
time
You
release
joking.
quests
There's
like the
more?
first game had, where
Yeah. Now
eventually they
get
just
this.
stop. But that might not be the case.
Fork Truck Pete just can't afford
Oh,
that
we can grab a
kind of
blank
thing.
collection notice here.
Hey, it's me, okay? And I'm telling you, she saw him
There's
herself.
a few papers
But
here.
surely it doesn't
Some
look as
sort of
cute
forms
as
and
my new
a
convertible.
pad of blank
Well,
collection notes.
hardly.
Talking of which, weren't we going to go for a little
Rage.
ride?
They won't
Yeah,
stop. Okay.
I'm about to have
That's
my
good to
lunch
know.
break.
That's good to know.
Ah, yeah.
I would imagine that the enchanting Rosie might possibly have some objection to my palming a blank collection
And
note.
what did your Jason say to that?
Would she
He
even
doesn't know a
notice right now?
thing
She's not paying
about it
attention.
yet.
You go, girl.
Now don't you go telling it.
Ooh, once you click on something, you can't back out. Let me just be sure there's nothing interesting that I missed in here.
Where is it then?
It's parked right outside
Blah,
the shop.
blah, blah. A new
Ooh,
car, blah,
then we
blah.
can go for a ride on my lunch
Maybe
break.
I ought to just blow up
But
this
isn't
stupid
that still a
bitch's
way
car.
off?
Damn,
so what
dude.
is going
But
on
what's
with
her
Fork Truck
character's
Pete
name?
and that sister? What's her face?
I don't think I've heard it. Okay, let me just check to see what the control is to shut them up. Sound effects, graphics.
Not the sister. That's Matt's cousin.
I guess you
That's
can't actually look at the controls here. I might have to Google it later. Okay, so let's quickly look at what we can.
I thought
There's
she
travel
was.
guide. The two women. Advertisements, forums. We
And
looked at that.
then
the
I
wheel,
said to him, Jason, I need a new
Armchair.
car. Urgently.
souvenirs.
Oh yeah.
I don't
In
think there's
there?
anything in here.
What can
Let's
I say?
get out of here.
It's parked right outside.
Let's see, they gave you several hints. Oh, we gotta mess with the car. Let's drive it into the ocean.
That car belongs to the world record talking lady from the shop. That could be useful.
Oh, this is messed up. What is he gonna do? That works. Quick, hide. Wasn't us.
Oh, my convertible!
You can scroll through objects on your mouse wheel cursor, or on your mouse cursor by using the mouse wheel. What? Oh, that's pretty cool. So I don't even have to click on the items. Very handy.
Hello, is it something like my turn now? Please, don't let me rush you.
I like his sass.
Oh, what do you want?
I'm supposed to collect something for Fuller. From the photo studio?
Collection note?
They were super
This is the
irritating.
one right
funny
here.
thing.
Have you still got another note? There's another package for Fuller here.
Afraid not. Can I take it anyway?
I might turn a blind eye for nice customers.
Aw.
So you're not gonna give it to me then?
Hell no!
Didn't even scratch it. We should have scratched it. Therapy. Okay, we got the package. Are we supposed to drop off this letter? I don't think so. I think we have to give that to Mrs. Biba directly, maybe. We probably shouldn't open the package.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
We can ask about some people. Angelina? Was this the girl that just came into our shop?
There's a really pretty young lady I've seen walking around here. Do you know her?
You had a real good look at her, didn't you?
Maybe.
Do you know her?
Well, I wouldn't say no. She came in here and asked about a photo studio, so I sent her up to Fuller's. She interrupted a conversation I was having with a friend. Can you believe that?
Ha! No way. I don't believe it.
How dare she? What about you, Rosie?
What brings someone like her, or maybe even you, here to Biddeford?
Someone like me. You mean a fat woman in a state full of fitness freaks. You're one charming kind of guy, aren't you?
No. I meant, why would someone as unfriendly as you work in a town tour shop of all places?
Well, you ain't exactly a picture of politeness yourself.
That's a good question.
But I don't work in a tourist shop either.
Okay, look. I grew up in New Jersey. My father didn't think the neighborhood was good for me or my brothers and sisters. So he got himself a job in a paper mill and dragged us all up here. Satisfied with that?
And you just weren't able to get yourself a job in construction or driving a truck?
Look, you shouldn't go trying to take on someone like me. You're punching way above your weight, son.
Huh, I can't deny that.
Dang, the amount of sass this guy has. It's pretty impressive. Av is just like another way of saying have. Is that right? Let's see. I think this woman mixed Southern and Av in the voiceover booth. Av is not have? Or maybe I'm not sure what Av is either. No, John. No. Let's see. I thought it was Southern, but I'm leaning towards Av. Oh, wait. You guys wrote it down. Never mind. African American Vernacular English. Oh, just how she sounds. Never mind. Yeah, I thought you guys were originally saying like another word. Okay, what about Carrie? Was that the woman? That's not the one with the car. I thought she was blonde.
Hey, Rosie. Did you know Carrie, Jason's first wife?
Oh, that's the woman outside.
Of course I knew her. I know everyone in Biddeford. At the end of the day, this is the only post office.
And what was she like?
What's that got to do with you?
I just wanted to chat a little.
Well, we never spoke too much. She was always so quiet. No comparison with Juliet. At least with her, you can have a decent conversation. Jason's so lucky he got her now. That really wasn't a life for a guy like Jason, with someone like that dragging him down. Now, at least he's got a life.
Ah, so lucky.
Yeah.
Just between you and me, one shouldn't speak ill of the dead. But that Carrie, she was always a little strange.
Uh-huh.
It's funny. I went to Boston for work about, 10 years ago or so. And one thing I noticed is that I didn't really get to talk with a lot of people from Boston, really, besides like when we went to a restaurant or something like that. Because I went with coworkers and I was mostly in meetings all day, but with people not from Boston. But when I went to restaurants and stuff, it was funny. People seemed to hide their accent, or I didn't notice it unless I got them off script. So like when a waiter would come up and be like, hey, can I get you guys anything? Or, are you ready for the check? And things like that. Like things that are on a script, I didn't notice an accent. But if I asked them a question that got them off the script, like, hey, what are some things you like to do on the weekends around here? Or what's something that's going to be open late tonight? Something like that. And they just start going off. Then it came out. You could tell right away that they had a very thick accent. But otherwise, I didn't notice it. It was kind of interesting. We can ask about the package that we just got.
Is there maybe a package for me there, Darren Michaels?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is she going to give us a package without a collection notice?
Nope, nothing there.
Oh. I guess we're waiting for a package. Okay. Therapy, did you know you have a Russian accent? I kind of want to talk to her to see what she's going to do.
I've got Fuller's package. I don't want to distract this broad for even a second.
Oh, look at her. She's like detailing her car already. Okay, back to the photo booth. I like those clouds in the background. That actually looks really cool. It's a very high quality photo, just kind of like scrolling
I can't go
by.
in there until I've done all of Fuller's jobs for him. He'd lay into me right in front of Angelina. And I'd like to avoid that if possible.
Okay, so
But
the other thing
she
we
seemed
had
to
to
see
do...
through him pretty fast. She can see what an asshole he is.
The other thing is we had to deliver this letter, right?
A letter from Fuller. I'm supposed to give it to Mrs. Biber in the diner.
That's what the diner was
She
for.
works behind the counter there.
Okay, so if I press... What was it? We look at this thing. Ah, there we go. We have a list of places we can go. But only the places we've already been. So here's the diner, but we haven't been there yet. Are the subtitles a little too small? I don't think I can do anything about that, unfortunately. Yeah, we can just turn them on or off. Oh, poor Tiny. I wish I had an accent. Because you always get asked if you're American or Canadian. Is it further down this way? This is like a dead end. It's not that way. Maybe we can go up the other side of the street. Let's try going this way. It's kind of neat playing a game in a much more contemporary setting, you know? The right mouse click on the arrows in the inventory will switch immediately to either the beginning or the end of the list of objects.
A small container of photos.
I don't quite understand what he just said. If I right click here, it moves directly to the beginning of the end. In the 1990s, as opposed to the far-off 1980s. No. I mean 10 minutes ago, Blaze. 10 minutes ago. Come on. No, I more mean like, I mean, besides the 10 years ago, being not even contemporary just in time, but at least for me, like a much more familiar setting, like Boston versus, where were we again? Forget what country we were in the last game, but something I wasn't very familiar with. Oh, this is not Boston. Sorry, he's from Boston, right?
The diner's run by Mr. and Mrs. Biber. It's not a bad joint. It's done up like a 1950s diner. Yeah, well, at least how we imagine the 50s were.
Bubblegum machine.
I haven't seen such an old bubblegum machine for years. Belongs to the diner. They do that whole nostalgia thing in there, too.
I don't think I've ever seen a bubblegum machine attached to a wall.
A red, white, and blue string of lights. God bless America.
Yeah, we were in England mostly, and then, oh yeah, we went to a couple different countries, Scotland and Wales, or Wales. A lot of nice cars, aren't there?
What a flashy thing that is. Probably some tourist's cool ride. Europeans in particular confuse New England with California and think they should be driving around in convertibles or Mustangs.
Yeah, it's usually really cold quite a bit of the year in New England, so yeah. Convertible's not the smartest idea, but in California, a lot of California, it's so temperate you can have a convertible all year long and you actually use it.
How nice. That's stinking garbage, and I have no particular interest in it.
Like, I don't know the Celsius, but a few days this week. It's been in the 70s in Celsius. So just to let you know, even though it's like winter, I do not have a convertible. I've had a convertible rental before therapy, but I don't own it.
Yeah, just down the street.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, maybe I've never shared a picture of my car. I need to do that.
Some people.
So we got a doctor. There's Miss Biba. Let's see, you'd probably get your skin burned in the sun of the convertible. This is true. I am super, super white. No, that's why I was saying tiny. I don't know what it is in Celsius, but whatever 70 degrees Fahrenheit converts to, that's what we have right now in winter.
A man in a white lab coat. In his 40s, I'd say. Could be a doctor.
We just found Miss Biba, Blaze.
That's Mrs. Biba, I think. As far as I can understand it, she runs this place with a husband.
$15 or $20? Probably.
Excuse me.
Probably in the 20s, maybe. This place reminds me of Twin Peaks.
What can I get you, my boy?
Which is
Actually,
cool,
I'm here to give you
'cause
something.
I'm wearing a Twin Peaks shirt.
It's from Fuller in the photo store.
Psst. Hey, come over here.
Is this secretive? What's going on?
I can guess what this is about. You dirty old swine.
Oh,
I should have known. Vermin ain't so easy to get rid of. Tell him
You better tell him yourself. Whatever it is, you...
Claire! You gonna talk all day?
Jeez.
The customers are waiting!
get out of here and tell your boss he can go to hell.
our boss seems like a real piece of crap.
Jeez. What the hell was that all about then? She sure didn't seem to be a fan of Fuller's. I got that much. And the guy in the kitchen, he sure wasn't supposed to see that she had mail.
Okay, what do we interact? Can we talk to her anymore? I need more information.
Psst. Mrs. Biba.
Just a moment, please.
Why do we have to whisper? It's a waitress. Maybe, I guess that she would get in trouble because of that guy.
Yes, what can I get you?
Let me ask you more about Mr. Fuller.
All right, what is it?
I was just asking, what Fuller...
Listen, I ain't got the time, nor do I want to talk about that scumball. Bug off.
But I want to ask you other questions.
Sorry, Mrs. Biba?
She's gonna hate us. That sounds good, Sora. Chocolate shake and waffle fries. Do you dip your fries in the shake? Apparently that's a thing. I've never tried it before.
I'm only the messenger. I've got no idea what's going on here. I can't stand Fuller either, but I...
But you still work for him, don't you? Making some nice dough. Problem is, it's not his money. It's...
Oh, that was weird. It, like, skipped that. You do dip them. Nice. I mean, it makes sense. It's like a nice combination of
Mrs. Biba.
sweet and salty, you know? Awful fries.
Yes, what can I get you?
Okay, let's ask about Carrie. This is the woman we saw at the dock, I think.
Can you tell me anything about Carrie? She's supposed
Or
to
no.
have killed herself?
The one she was telling
Yeah.
us about.
Carrie. She was a really sweet girl. Always ready to help, always friendly. She wanted to open a kindergarten here. There's not much in the way of childcare around here. Parents have to take their kids for miles to find a place.
That would suck.
She was such a lovely girl. She still had her whole life in front of her.
I saw a photo of her in Fuller's shop window. She was really pretty.
I'd only know.
Oh.
Poor thing.
How do you mean?
It's not important. Too late anyway.
Nobody wants to tell us. Okay, Boomers. I've never been to a restaurant called Boomers. Alright, I think we can't talk to the doctor. Is there anything else we need to do in here? Vinegar. Bread. It's mostly just looking at stuff.
I'll take some bread. Mrs. Bible won't mind.
Oh, sweet. I'm glad I checked that. It's hard to remember where Tiny's from because Tiny's been all over the place. Mostly Sweden. Ooh, all this talk of food is making me hungry. I'm gonna go grab a snack. I actually just had a like a snack bar when I was grabbing my coffee.
Ketchup, mustard, mayo, salt, pepper, syrup, sugar. And a bottle of vinegar.
I thought, oh, you can snake the vinegar. That's not cool.
Not much left. I don't think anyone will miss it.
That's not cool. You don't just take an entire bottle from a restaurant. Come on, dude.
I really don't know if this place makes any money. There's usually a few people whenever I come in. But is that enough? Surely you can't get by on just that.
And that's true, Therapy. In the first game, Samuel Gordon wouldn't take anything unless he knew he needed it for something. He'd usually have to find like a puzzle before he could grab the object, even if you looked at it before. So this guy, he's just a klepto. Just kicking cars and stealing shit all day long.
They got 2 or 3 people working in the kitchen. One of them's Mr. Biber. Mrs. Biber works out here on her own. Looks like she really works her butt off. There's everything you'd expect from a diner. From breakfast and lunch to coffee and cake, right up to dinner.
That's a good point, Tiny. I didn't think about that. Oh yeah, sorry. Fries, chips for many other people. Where we call chips, other people call crisps. And crisps for us don't really mean a whole lot.
What would a 50s bar be without a jukebox? The world's just wonderful, and aren't we all so very happy type music? Just isn't my thing.
Well, yeah, because you're listening to Nirvana. Come on.
They're supposed to represent something like portholes. In reality, they're glazed display cabinets. A big, ugly plastic lobster. Not particularly appetizing.
Okay, I think we're done here. We got our bread. We're getting out of here. Yeah, crisp usually just means you burned your food.
Hello? Young man!
Oh,
You're Darren Michaels.
the doctor
Aren't
knows
you?
us?
Yes, and you are?
Oh, excuse me. My name is Newhouse. I'm a doctor at the health center.
At the health center? You mean at the hospital out there?
Well, yes. We call it the Biddeford Health Center. We aren't just a hospital. We have yoga courses and cookery courses and...
And what do you want from me?
Cooking courses?
Yes. I know your mother, Darren. We had a date here this morning, to be
Oh.
more precise. Me and her. We wanted to hang up some pictures your mother painted in the health center.
Awkward.
Yes. And?
She's not there. She's normally always... She's always punctual, isn't
Maybe
she?
he's a cook.
This kind of thing never happens.
Look, I don't have a lot of time right now. I'll give her a call, okay? As soon as I'm back in the store. Maybe she's forgotten about your little meeting, Doc.
If you say so, but actually...
I gotta go. I'll call Mom later and tell her that you're waiting for her in the health center. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I mean, it's hard to tell from the way the graphics are, but like, it almost looked like we could have been the same age. And that guy's like, "Hey, Darren, I'm f***ing your mom. Have a good day." What? I'll kill you. Gotta steal the vinegar for the cooking class and the bread. Don't forget the bread, Tiny. Sente. Do Bostonians say mum? I'm not sure about that. Usually when I think of Boston accent, you just take your A's are all messed up. You can't say ya, like you're gonna say yard, they say yard. Like A's and R's, I think become elongated A's and like H's. Okay, is there anything else we need to do here? Now really it's just the diner and town hall. There's a statue we could look at.
Jebediah Biddeford or something like that, I guess.
Get in the car. I think it has some pretty good accents because
He's sick.
Ooh, just a sec.
That disgusting pig.
Oh no.
What's going on?
What'd he do?
Your lovely boss. Does he always try to grope his customers?
No, only the women.
That's not funny.
No, of course not. What can I say? Fuller's an asshole.
Well, he's never going to see me again. Darren, would you bring the photos to the hotel for me?
Of course. My pleasure.
Thanks, Darren. That's really nice of you. I'm staying at the Wild Coast.
Sup, Benji?
No problem. You'll have them this afternoon.
Thanks, my hero. See you later.
We're gonna deliver them to her hotel room. Uh-oh. I didn't like how that guy just creeped out of
That's the
nowhere.
guy from the diner. Is he following Angelina?
Wait, that was the
Hey.
doctor from the diner?
You're gonna gawk her ass right off. Whatever the bitch said, it's all a dirty pack of lies.
Jeez.
Sure.
Back to work.
But I want to help the girl.
Hey, you got the package?
Yep.
Well then, give it to me.
How'd the photo shoot go?
Ah, shut up.
I only mean the young lady who...
That alley cat's gone, okay? No little goodbye kissy for little Darren. So now, get to work. The shelves here could use with a dusting and the gutter's leaky. And you still gotta take my mama's dogs for a walk.
What?
Go back to the post office again and ask if the new photo paper's already arrived. The mailman still hasn't brought a collection note. And the store could also do with a good sweeping.
He's cranky. I guess Angelina did a number on his ego. Nice job. Okay then. But before I start with all that stuff, I'd better give Mom a quick call and remind her she was gonna take the pictures to the hospital. And somehow I've got to get a hold of the film so I can make some prints of Angelina's pictures without Fuller catching me doing it.
Because Fuller wouldn't let us do that. He said mum again. I'm very confused. So, yeah, I'm worried about the girl right now. I was going to say, if you want to hear some decent Boston accents, like in a movie, have you guys ever seen the movie The Departed? It's got like Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, Leonardo DiCaprio. Good movie, but I think it's Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg are actually from Boston. So like for them, they're just falling back in their old accent. So there were some like legitimate Boston accents in that movie. Yeah, Angelina did kind of sound English, didn't she? Yeah, let's take a look at this camera. I wonder if we can get the film out of here.
Fuller's camera. The film with Angelina's photos on it is definitely still in it. But I haven't a clue how I'm gonna get the film out of it without Fuller noticing.
Oh, hi. Andy's
I'll just have to
creeping
try
out
later.
there. You going to bed right now? Andy's going to bed. So I'm going to go tuck her in just a little bit. Well, that makes sense. She is from England. Although we hadn't found that out yet in the game, have we? Token time. Oh, because... She's gone. All right. Sorry, I got distracted. I need to
Fuller's
hear that
camera.
again.
The film with, but I haven't a clue how I'm gonna get the film out of it without Fuller.
Okay, he just says he has to try again later.
You know, that idiot's kit really isn't too bad. And pretty expensive. The lights look brand new. He's definitely not had them for long.
That guy definitely has something I don't want to catch. John won't give us any, you know what, we need you. Ah, Blaze, we have to take away your Google privileges when we're streaming a game you don't know. Oh, we can go in the back room. We haven't been in here yet. Oh, maybe we can use the phone to call and distract him. And then get the film? How would that work? Who's he calling?
Huh. Seems like she's on the phone.
Oh, we're trying to call the girl.
What the hell are you doing using my phone? While you're on the clock?
Jeez.
I'm gonna take it out of your...
Yeah, whatever. Look, I just wanted to call my mother, but it was busy. It's not gonna make you go bust.
That broad spends the whole day on the phone, right? She already called up once while I was shooting that sweetie. Some drivel about Adrian and a mirror. I hung up. I got better things to do than listen to that kind of crap.
My mother called, and you didn't tell me?
That's not cool.
The old lady's not all there in the head anymore, huh? Where you going? You're not on your own time yet.
Mom? Mom!
Oh, crap.
Mom!
I mean, we didn't know her, but still bad. Check heartbeat.
Her heart's beating. She's alive. Mom, can you hear me? Mom!
Call 911.
Nothing. But she's still breathing.
She's still breathing. Get freaking paramedics there. There we go. Call ambulance.
Okay, think, Darren. I need an ambulance. Emergency? Yes. My name is Darren Michaels. I've just found my mother. She's unconscious.
5 minutes later. Well, it's not like 10 minutes in the past.
Take
That
it
was
to
a
the
long
hospital,
time ago.
but take it real easy. I'll be following in my car in a minute.
I thought this guy was the cook.
How does it look?
Difficult to say, Darren. She must have stumbled, and now she's got a serious head injury. Exactly how bad it is, we can only find that out in the hospital.
But how can she fall so badly that she...
It's not the time for that now. Was your mother taking any kind of medication?
I don't know. She always has a load of painkillers for her back. No idea.
Please, collect anything that looks like medication and bring it back to me in the hospital. What about allergies?
Not that I know about.
That's not good enough. Could you find out the family doctor's number? Perhaps get a hold of her medical records.
Yeah, I'll go look. I'll see you in the hospital.
Very good.
Wouldn't they be the family doctor?
Yeah. And we need your mother's insurance card.
That too? Okay, please, can you hurry?
Relentless.
Oh man. Medication, insurance card, med history. I better hurry.
Do I have a list of these things that I need? Let me see. Oh, this is kind of cool. Oh, here we got tasks. Nice. This is handy. I love this. That was classic. Are you sure she wasn't allergic to these nuts? And that was good too, Blaze. But I figured it was a small area, so, you know, if that's the only hospital in town, wouldn't that be the family hospital? Okay, we need to go back to her room. I guess the bathroom and try to find medication and stuff. And you assume her insurance card would be in here. Check the drawers.
I think the furniture's still from her time in England. Quite old-fashioned, but stylish somehow.
So our mom is from England.
What do we got here? Handkerchiefs, a glasses case, an art magazine, a few Valerian draggies. Nothing I could
The
use.
Valerian draggy. Okay, that was the top drawer. Can I do the bottom drawer?
My mother's address book. I ought to find her doctor's number in there.
There we go. Yeah, always make lists when you promptly need to find things in your own apartment. That is good life advice, therapy. Alright, let me just discover everything that I can do. There's a night table lamp, small table, bureau.
My mother's old bureau. That's where she keeps her letters and financial papers and such. I don't fancy poking around in there just now.
If
She always had her insurance card on her and didn't lock it away. It's gotta be somewhere else.
Never mind. I was just going to say, if she puts her financial papers in there, there might be her insurance card in there. Oh, it's a plant. It works as a sedative. Let's not get John started on valerian. Being the nerd that I am, the first thing that came to my mind, Valerian steel. Wasn't that from... crap. I might be mixing up my shows and movies. Wasn't that Lord of the Rings? Valerian steel? Or am I thinking of Game of Thrones?
A plant on the windowsill. No idea what kind it is. Looks like there's something under the flower pot.
Ooh. Key. There we go.
It's a little brass key.
Would this open up the bureau? Nope.
It's a beautiful lamp. Pity it doesn't work.
Game of Thrones. Thank you, Fallen Angel. Okay, now, don't they have the same thing in Lord of the Rings, but like a different name? Because I think they give, when they're given like, Frodo? Yeah, Frodo that dagger. And he's saying, oh, it's made of something steel. It's like an elven thing, so it's like stronger than normal or something. I can't think of the word they used. That's right, Tiny. When I thought your name was... It sounded like a disease. I know it wasn't a disease. Your name was very pretty, Tiny. Oh yeah, why is the carpet not straight? That's just gonna bug me now. Was it when she fell down? Gee, John, you watch Game of Thrones, so nerdy and anti-mainstream. I meant more of like, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Not the actual plant or whatever it is, but nerd reference.
Perhaps the bulb's gone.
Okay, what else can we look at? Oh, we can look at the window.
We've already just had a few days of warm, sunny weather back to back. It's supposed to get worse tomorrow. Mom likes thrillers and horror stories. Mainly old stuff. Edgar Allan Poe and the like. Perhaps it has something to do with her time in England. She's often told me that she worked in a castle that could well have come straight out of one of these books.
Now he's saying mum. You're picking up on those very well, Blaze. You should check out Game of Thrones. I really liked it. A lot of people were disappointed with the ending. I wouldn't say I hated the ending, but it definitely felt kind of rushed. It could have done with another season to flesh things out. But I got this big, cool collector's edition of the entire series. I want to rewatch it on Blu-ray. Remind me sometime to break it out and show it to you guys, because it's a sweet collection. And it's a wooden box with like glass on the front and back, and it's like a shadow artwork thing. Each season that you pull out of this thing is part of the shadow art. It's pretty sweet. You weren't a fan, Tiny. I really enjoyed it. I'll say, I wouldn't say the story fell apart, but it felt less cohesive as it went on. Nate, how's it going, dude? God dang it. What's wrong? Oh, I got home late, so I assumed the stream was done. Oh, this is our long stream day, Nate. I'm sorry. Let's see, Libertalia enjoyed the first few seasons, but by the end, I left pretty disappointed. Yeah, it's probably the same one, Fallen Angel. There's a couple of them. I think one of them is just the discs, but I got the one with the real fancy wooden case. It's really nice.
A bedside table lamp with a paper shade and a ceramic base. Cream colored.
Now you gotta check everything because you might have a chance to move it. This is such a crazy angle. I'm glad you made it, Nate. Better late than never. So in the bathroom here, we can probably
Mom's
find the
bathroom.
medication.
Like her old place, nothing special. We weren't poor, but my mother was always modest. And by the looks of it, so is this place.
Also, Nate. This game looks nice. It's definitely a lot different than the first one, isn't it? I mean, this game was made 6 years later. Hey, that's a place from the first game. You guys remember this? Yeah, I could see that, Tiny. Certain characters I think they did better with, but not all the female characters really had the greatest representation, let's say.
An old lighthouse. Underneath's a sign with Willow Creek written on it. Perhaps it's from the place in England where she lived. She first came to the US in her early 30s, after the accident.
The accident? Yes, Darren Michaels. Has Darren Michaels asked to speak to our manager yet? I am Samuel Gordon. Voivode, how is it going, guys? Welcome, Raiders, to... Make sure I got the right sound effect here. Let me give them a second to funnel in. Sometimes I'm too quick with that. You always got to be sure they can get through the ads. Otherwise, they miss the whole introduction. I always forget to do that. Now in chat, they can already see your chat, but the actual video, they're probably watching some advertisement for like a car company or something. Now it's probably a good time. Voivode, how's it going? Welcome everybody to John Cadia. It's good to see you guys. What were you playing, dude? Let me give you a quick shout out here. I should actually save it before I do that. I'm always afraid that it's gonna die. One time, the last game we were played crashed when I tried to cut out of there, and that was not good. Oh, you were doing some D&D. Nice. How did it go, man? And I'm curious, how did you stream that? I watched a few, and I've seen all different kinds of setups. I've seen some that have like the top-down camera view. I've had some where it's kind of on the side, like facing the table, and you can see them head on. All different ways to do that. Oh, do you remember in the first game, Samuel was also sad about how his wife died in the fire? Well, we found out that he was actually responsible for that. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, that was a flashback to stuff that happened before the first game. We knew that she had died in a fire. I remember when we looked at her picture and it burned up. That was familiar, but yeah, now we know he was actually the one that did it. Holy crap. We had a good game, end of our season. I use Roll20, not a physical table. I think I've seen some streams that do that. Nice. And that's awesome that you ended your season. So the characters are still going to continue. You're just going to start a brand new season, new story with the same characters. Oh, and the gamers from Norway, Russia, and the US. Are you in the US? I forget where you're from, Voivode. Reminds me of this stream. We have people from everywhere, but most of us are in Sweden.
Aha, some medicines. Boxes, little bottles, tubes. I'll take it all with me.
You're gonna take it all? Black Mirror.
Even though that's
What's up,
quite a lot
Eugene?
of drugs, I don't think it's everything. There must be more of her medication around here.
This guy is totally a klepto. He's just taking it all. Oh, wait, I thought it was going to be like a bunch of separate items. No, it's just some medication. Okay.
Boxes, little bottles, tubes, every kind of packaging imaginable. I think the doctors will be able to make something of it all.
John
Now all I have
Sweetia.
to do is work out what dosage she takes. She must have some kind of a weekly medicine dispenser thing somewhere.
Oh, you're just dropping in and out from work? Oh, you can't have audio. To express my love for this game and to cheer you on. Oh, thank you, username. I really appreciate it. No, I'm seeing like the quality difference with the 6 years, difference in developing it. Huge. Oh, how much longer are we going to stream for? It's about midnight for me, so I think I can probably push about 1 more hour. Sometimes I push it till 2, but honestly, that's like almost too late for me because I got to take out the trash. I gotta shave, brush my teeth, shower. By the time I get to bed, it's like 3:30, and I'm dead the next day. And then I have to take my car to get the oil changed tomorrow morning, so I'm probably gonna push until about 1. Oh no, you gotta go to the dentist in 4 hours, Blaze. Oh, I guess I didn't think about that therapy. Yeah, they if it's on mute, he really doesn't know what I'm doing because I don't have any kind of subtitles. I should learn how to do sign language.
I had a shower here this morning, and Mom laid on a huge breakfast. I ate some of it, for her sake. Huh. Back at uni, I usually don't eat anything in the morning.
Is this a cleaning, Blaze, or is it something worse? I think you might have told me, but I don't remember. Just cleaning. Okay, that's good. I have to go next week. Unfortunately, it's not cleaning. It's actually some real work to be done. I have an old filling from when I was a kid, and after doing like the scan, the x-ray, the dentist didn't like how it looked, so he wants to drill out the old filling and replace it, which will be nice because it's my only silver filling I have left from when I was a kid. So we'll get rid of that, put a white filling in, and then my mouth will look completely normal. Yeah, I never really called it uni. I only ever heard uni when I started streaming, actually. And people that were in university would say uni. Usually we would just say college or school, I guess. Oh, and you're going too, Nate. Dang.
Oh my god, there really is running water here. I never would have thought it.
What? Is the game just messing with me? Hey, it's an empty tea kettle. Do we need to make tea? Okay, can we fill this with water? This guy thinks he's funny. At least he tries. He's funnier than me. Oh, I remember you mentioning...
full.
Oh, just a second. In the Discord, Nate, about the crappy dental system in Canada. Not quite like the free healthcare. That's a bummer. Okay, let's put this back on the stove. Oh, you're going crazy, Blaze. I never screw up what I say.
That's where Mom indulged herself. We had an ancient wood-burning stove at home that she used to cook on. She always said it reminded her of her time as a cook back in England.
That's one thing I'm pretty happy about is my job gives me pretty good healthcare, dental and vision plan and stuff. So when I get a cleaning, it's nothing out of pocket. When I go get real work done, it'll cost a little bit, nothing too bad. Key tackle. Oh, the voice actor is Canadian. Could you tell, Nate? You know, we had something happen in the last stream that made me call you out, Nate, but I don't remember what it was. Wait, I put this down. Can I actually turn on the stove
That's
now?
where Mom indulged it. The water will start to boil and steam. As I'm not much of
Okay.
a tea drinker, boiling water isn't much use to me.
So we can do it. Well, therapy said that therapy said that this guy was Canadian. I just wondered if Nate could hear it naturally. That's why I asked. What I'm hearing is that you need to set me up with one of your coworkers for a sham marriage so I can fix my teeth. I'm on it, Nate. I'm on it. Oh, and Tiny, you pay health insurance, so you don't have dental at the moment, purely because I don't need it. In Sweden, I can go for free until April, so that's got me covered. Well, there you go. Get as much done as you can while it's free. Okay, I guess I'll just hold on to that tea kettle full of water. Get all the wine glasses. Oh, handbag. There could be something
Mom's
in there.
handbag. All her papers must be in there.
There we go. Find that insurance card. Even better idea,
Alright,
therapy.
I found the insurance card. My mother's insurance card. The hospital wants it because it's not enough just being sick.
Okay, let me check our checklist real quick. We only have the insurance card. We still need the medication. I thought we got all the medication. I'm confused. And her medical history. The number in the old family doctor could be in my mother's address book. If I can call him, he ought to be able to tell me something about her medical history. Okay, so we should probably try to do that first. So let's check out the locked... Oh, it's locked. Oh, we have the key. Let's try using the brass key on the locked address book.
Yes.
There
and
we
that's
go.
got the address book open.
And now let's look for the doctor. You thought the actor was trying to do a Southie accent. That's what we were kind of talking about earlier, Voivode. And we have to get a pillbox. Would that not be included in all this medication? Or I guess we need something else in addition to that.
Now then, what was that doctor called? Dr. Wakefield. That's
There we
him.
go.
And here's his number. I just hope he's still got my mother's old medical records.
To the bat phone. Let's try calling the doctor. Wait, there's a phone right there. Little cupboard. I think was this where she passed out? I thought it was in this room. It wouldn't let me use that phone for some reason. Oh, there's no phone at all in here. Well, never mind. Maybe I have to look at the cupboard first? Oh, it does a zoom in. That's why I couldn't look at the phone. I just had the wrong angle.
Hopefully the number's still okay. Dr. Wakefield. 555.
Dr. Wakefield's practice?
My name's Darren Michaels. I have to speak to the doctor. It's an emergency.
One moment, please.
It's a Canadian playing
Dr.
like he's
Wakefield
from Boston.
Hello, Dr. Wakefield. This is Darren Michaels.
Darren, is there something wrong with your mother? Mandy said...
Yes, she's been taken to the hospital. She's fallen over and taken a knock to the head. She's not responsive.
My God.
The hospital needs her medical history. Do you still have it?
Yes, we must still have it here.
Can you fax it over to the hospital?
Yes, of course. Hopefully nothing's happened to her back.
Wouldn't the support corset protect her?
Not necessarily. The corset supports her spine when she's standing up or sitting, but her back has been so badly affected since the accident that a fall can have repercussions.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I want to know. I'll just go down to the hospital and find out there.
Do that. I'll have the records sent to Biddeford. I hope your mother gets well soon.
Yeah, me too.
Give her my best wishes as soon as she's awake.
I'll do that. See you later, Doc.
This game is very realistic, you know?
Well, that's done. Dr. Wakefield has always cared well for Mom. With that back of hers, she could barely stand, sit, or lie down without causing her pain. And then she has the burns as well. And now this.
Or mom. Like, it's having you do, like, things you would really do in the situation. It's not like, oh no, mom's been hurt. Let's find a stim pack and shove it into her spine and heal her. Or let's do something ridiculous. It's like, no, you gotta call a doctor. You gotta do all these little things, find her medication. It's kind of cool.
There are pictures of me and Mom in the cabinet. I can't see any pictures of my father here. Mom hasn't got many of him. I guess the memory of his death is too painful for her.
Actually, probably wine, Relentless. I think if we went and got Mom some wine, that would help. And vinegar. Okay, so if I look at this now, we finish that one. We still need to find the medication that she takes, which was not in the medicine cabinet, per se.
Mom watched whales with this telescope. This is a whale region. The whales swim past here twice a year on their route between Mexico and Canada.
That's pretty funny. Not a baby, John. Wine is useless. Is there any medication around here? I think it's just the phone scene. Yeah, there's nothing. Nice, Nate. I like how it escalates depending on the severity of the situation. Let's check the bathroom again. Maybe we missed something.
I had a shower here this morning. I ate some of it.
Okay, we heard that already. Looks like there's just the shower. Cupboards.
My mother keeps her pots and pans and that kind of stuff in these cupboards.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that she would put her pills in the cupboards underneath the sink, but maybe.
A few pots, shallow bowl, plates, a tray. I'll take the bowl.
Well, because of course you will. I'm scared at how full our inventory is going to be as we continue to play this game. Ah, piece of lint. I might need that. Okay, what else can we interact with? We did the stove, we did the handbag. Pill dispenser. Bowls are very useful therapy. I just like that he's just going to grab it even though he has no need for one right now.
That's Mom's medicine dispenser.
Never know.
There's a box for every day of the week. She always used to joke about it. She said that because of her back, she consumed more pills a day than a whole old folks' home. But she never took as much as she was actually prescribed. She always maintained that she'd just forgotten to. The old home doctor then gave her the dispenser at some point. I always found it rather stupid not to take your medicine, preferring to suffer in agony.
Yeah, sometimes the medicine side effects are worse than the problem. Alright, I think we've accomplished everything.
Okay, this medication and the stuff from the bathroom should be enough. So, that's everything done.
Now off to the hospital? Anything else we need to look at?
It looks like Mom was having a cup of tea while reading, before she fell over.
That makes me think maybe there was something up with the tea that got her. Are we just going to take the kettle with us? Why though? I mean, why take the bowl? Of course I'm going to take the kettle. What if we need emergency tea? We don't have a cup, so we can pour it in the bowl. Thinking 4 steps ahead here. Bowls are just useful, John. I always carry a kettle and a bowl with me. I mean, if the game's gonna let me take the kettle, I did try put it on the stove, but he wouldn't use it. Maybe I could try the stove with nothing on there.
True, I've never been much of a cook, but it seems a bit dumb to turn on the stove when there's nothing sitting on it.
Well, I mean, it's a good idea if you need some insurance money. Burn the house down.
When I was a kid, we used to always argue about how long I was allowed to watch TV. I used to be able to sit in front of that thing for hours.
I still do.
Now you couldn't get wild horses to drag me in front of one. I can count myself lucky the damn thing didn't completely frazzle my brain.
Those are some sweet looking headphones though down there. Okay, I think we need to go to the hospital.
Just get dressed and then go straight to the hospital. I hope she's all right.
Are you not dressed? Oh, he just needed to change his jacket.
Hello, I'd like to see my mom, Rebecca Michaels.
One moment. Your mother is still being examined. Have you got the medication with you?
Yes,
Bam.
here. Oh, and I've also got the insurance stuff. When can I...
Ah, thank you, thank you. I will tell Dr. Newhouse. Please take a seat for a moment. I will let you know when you can go in and see your mother.
What kind of accent is that, guys? "10 minutes later." Oh, Dr. Newhouse, not like the TV show Dr. House. I think we had to bring our own medication here, Tiny, because this doctor is not our family practitioner, so they don't really know what was prescribed to her. Sounded Russian? Hispanic. I could hear that maybe a little bit. How old is our character? I don't think we've gotten an age. I would say early 20s.
Excuse me, Mr. Michaels?
Finally.
Yes?
There is a problem with your mother's insurance card. It looks like she didn't make the last payment.
Crap.
I don't know anything about that, and I really don't give a damn.
Obviously, it's a little unpleasant, but the insurance...
Look, I don't give a damn about the insurance. What's happening with my mom? How long is this thing gonna take?
I'm sure you'll be able to see her soon. But if we can't clear up this thing with the insurance, then we've got a problem here. You'll have to...
I'll have to what? Put her down?
Okay, Doctor. You can see your mother now. The room at the end on the right. Mr. Michaels?
You can't pay, you have to put her down.
I can't help it if your mother hasn't paid, or if the bank hasn't made the transfer, or if the medical insurance won't cover the treatment. Here, take the card with you and sort it out. In the end, your mother will be back on her feet, but she won't have a roof over her head anymore.
Dang.
Thanks.
Look at the wash on those jeans, though. What? He is a Nirvana fan.
How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. The wounds to her head are quite severe. She must have fallen against the table with all her weight behind her.
Ouch.
Is she going to...
One should never give up hope. But your mother's in a coma, Darren. I'm sorry, but it's rather uncommon for someone to wake from a deep coma.
Is this
Perhaps
the guy that's
if she'd been discovered
boning
earlier,
our mom?
and there wouldn't have been so much bleeding in her skull.
You're saying that if I'd gone to her straight after our talk, then she wouldn't be here now, lying in a coma?
But my boy, you couldn't possibly have known.
Yeah, how could I have
It is
known?
him.
Fuller.
Sorry?
Fuller! She phoned the photo store. She wanted to speak to me, and Fuller just hung up on her.
Wait,
That's
no,
right.
that's completely...
She was conscious and wanted help, but Fuller...
Darren, get a grip. It was an accident. No one's to blame, and you should just...
Just what? Simply sit here at the bedside and hope that she gets better? I can't barely believe that.
Darren! You must...
Thanks for your help.
We'll look after your mother round the clock, Darren. You're welcome to stay here. I'll pop in again later.
Let's just murder everyone. Let's go full Sally face in this game.
I still have things to sort out. That fat bastard's gonna pay for this.
It's the only solution. They're all demons. Valley face. I know, relentless. It's too bad your mother is a coma because now I can't have sex with her. I don't know. Have you seen Kill Bill? Just saying. Oh, in the Netherlands, they don't let you stay more than a day after most surgeries because the cost is way too high for everyone. My mom had foot surgery and they sawed off part. Ooh. And she was kicked out within 24 hours. That is scary. Stop with the fat phobia. Wait, fat phobia? What are you talking about? And that's funny therapy. Dr. New Daddy should pay for this insurance. Yeah, he's just there for the boning.
It seems to... She looks so weak. My mom always had a fighting spirit, and all this just because she tripped. Probably rushing around again, doing someone or other a favor. And then that stupid cupboard. Oh, and Fuller. If he even... I'm gonna squeeze him dry for this.
Oh, can we use the stethoscope? I know, she's in a coma. What do you expect, dude?
There's a stethoscope. Presumably someone from the clinic forgot it when washing their hands. Doc Newhouse has definitely still got his.
Yoink. That looks
I'll take
like...
it with me. They ought to be able to rustle up another one here.
This guy is such a klepto. It's awesome. This is the new... Crap. It wasn't Lauren, was it? Lauren was the other character in Blackwell. Rosa. That's it, Rosangela. Yeah, we got a new Rosangela here.
The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse, breathing, etc. No idea if the values are positive.
Now he sounds Russian. If you didn't know Tiny, this character is played by 17 different voice actors. It's amazing how they melded them all together.
Typical hospital chic.
What else can we steal from here?
There's a little medicine bottle lying here. Perhaps it belonged to the patient who was here before my mother. Laxativa. A powerful laxative. Sounds useful.
Hello, Raiders, Lyrelia. Welcome everybody to John Cadia. It's good to see you guys. Thank you so much for the raid. Is that 4 raids we've had? Oh my goodness. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in. Lyrelia, what were you playing? Let me give you a quick shout out there. We are playing a, I don't know if you ever heard of it, a game called Black Mirror 2. No relation to the show, however. There we go. Doing some just chatting. That's too general. What were you actually streaming? What were you actually doing? Were you just chatting? You were playing Let's Program a Chatbot Badly and Hang Out. That sounds awesome. So you do programming. That's very cool. Nice. What are you doing a chatbot for? Were you just kind of like making, kind of like recreating what's kind of like out there but your own style? Or were you doing it for a specific purpose? What were you working on? That's awesome. So yeah, we are playing, and if you haven't been here before, my name is John. all you raiders, and we are playing a game called Black Mirror 2. It's a point-and-click adventure game where we are this character right here, and we are a complete klepto. We're stealing everything we can find. We are from Boston. We're visiting our mom, and she just got in an accident, bumped her head, and is in the hospital. So we're trying to make sure she's okay. At the same time, we're seeing some weird stuff go on in the town. So yeah, it's pretty interesting so far. It sounds like Skyrim, stealing everything. I've seen some pretty funny videos where people would go around in Skyrim and just collect everything they can, dump it in their house, to the point that the house was just filled with stuff. Like, you could hardly even walk around in there. Let's see. Oh, everything from commands to conversation. Ooh, like a conversation bot. That's pretty cool. I used AIML to run the conversational element of my chatbot. That's pretty sweet. In my opinion, this is the superior Black Mirror. I will say, Tiny, the first game had its charms, but technically, voice acting, graphics, everything else is much better in this game. Which, by the way, we should probably save it right now before I break anything. There we go. Yeah, our mother is in a coma, and we're having a moment. We just stole a stethoscope and some laxativa. Is that what I think it is? Is that a laxative?
A laxative?
Yeah.
That'll definitely come in handy sooner or later.
Ooh, I have an idea. I think we're going to use this laxative on our boss to distract him, and then we can steal that film that we need. Although, I don't know if we're going to do that right now, that our mom is in a coma. I feel like we need to take care of that first. This case up here.
That doesn't belong to my mom. Maybe it's from the person who was in here before her.
The voice acting is better. The bar was so low. Well, Tiny, that's true, but it's still better. Even think like Resident Evil. Resident Evil, the first one, had some of the worst voice acting ever, but it's so bad that it's awesome. Resident Evil 2 had better voice acting. It wasn't good voice acting, but it was better.
No, I can't tell you that.
It's this guy.
You can talk to her son if you like. He's just... There he is.
This is the guy that was...
Hey!
Oh, he took off.
You!
He was creeping on that girl.
What the hell?
Interesting. Ooh, laxatives don't work instantly most times. You need to take a bunch over a period of time. I did not know that, Tiny. I've never taken one. Tiny has experience.
And perhaps an administrator as well. They could well be one and the same nowadays. The way things look, it seems that healing the patients is a kind of secondary activity. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
Mr. Michaels? I do kind of hear a Spanish accent a little bit. Let's ask her about our mother.
What do you think? You reckon my mom's gonna be okay?
Oh, you never can know.
Hey.
But for sure, there are people who come out of comas after much worse accidents than your mother.
Try to be positive.
Folks
Come on.
who die from much less serious accidents.
You mustn't give up hope. Pray for your mother.
Statistically speaking, that has no effect whatsoever. I'll save my time.
Alright, what about that creepy guy that just walked in here?
What did that guy want?
He was asking about your mother.
What did he want to know?
He wanted to know if
she made it?
Yes. But I told him we're not allowed to give out patient information. He ought to speak to you.
I don't know the guy, but he's gone out of his way to avoid me twice already. You know who he is?
I'm sorry, no. But he's got an accent.
Everybody here does.
I think he's British. But with something else, too.
Listen,
Blaze?
I don't want that guy anywhere near my mother.
Is this you?
You understand?
Of course.
British. Kind of like British, but not really. Balloon. I'm going to try to pronounce the whole thing, but I'm going to murder your name, and I apologize. But that's part of the fun of the stream. Actually, at the end of every stream, I get words from different languages I try to pronounce, and I ruin them. Dirigible balloon? Is that dirigible balloon? I'm gonna go with balloon. Let me know what you like to be called. But thank you very much. You say my voice is very soothing. That's part of my plan. See, I get the folks in here watching, and then I use that smooth voice to just lull them into a nice sleep. And then they can't leave the stream. They are literally passed out watching the stream. I keep those views going forever. But thank you very much. I got it. Yes, it's one of the first times I've nailed a name on my first try. Have you ever seen the word dirigible? I don't think so, Nate. I don't think I have. I am concerned at your confusion of the word. Adjective. Capable of being steered, guided, or directed. I don't think I've heard or used the word. I definitely haven't used the word. He's hypnotizing us so we can't stop watching the stream. It's the only reason why there's so many people here. Oh, that makes sense. A dirigible balloon would be a blimp. But fancy. I like that. That's very clever. That's cool. Okay, let's ask about Dr. What do we call him? New Dad? Dr. New Dad?
This Dr. Newhouse, what's he like?
Oh, he's very charming.
Obviously.
A really nice guy. He isn't from around here. He came to Biddeford a couple of years back. But he's really settled and got on well, and...
Yeah, nice story. I wanted to know if he was a competent doctor.
Oh yes, of course.
Of course.
He used to run a huge hospital in Atlanta. He's apparently rather overqualified to be working in a little place like Biddeford. But I think he enjoys the small town life. Your mother is in good hands.
Hey, that's what I'm worried about. He's got hands all over our mother. Yeah, is anyone actually from around here, Therapy? Aw, Balloon, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome aboard. Our character's kind of an asshole. Nate, our character has a lot of sass, which you got to appreciate. Let's ask about Carrie. Now, this is the woman that killed herself a while back. We only know a little bit about the story.
Are you from around here?
You could say that. I grew up here.
Then you surely must be able to tell me some exciting stories about the place.
Ah, well, not really all that much happens here. You know, a young woman killed herself a couple of years back. She jumped into the ocean, and they had to call in extra divers to help search for her. They didn't save her, though. They never even found the body.
Oh.
But apart from that, there's never really much happening here.
You mean Carrie? Did you know her?
Yes, we used to go to aerobics together.
Any idea why she killed herself?
We'd all like to know the answer to that one. She was always so happy. We used to have lots of laughs together. But then, she changed. She also stopped coming to the sports events, and I lost touch with her. I had no idea she was having such a hard time with herself.
She knew her.
Thanks for the info.
Oh, you heading off to sleep, Lyrelia? Thank you so much again for the raid. You are in very good company here. Honestly, not me, but my crew, the community here is awesome. So you are in very good hands, and generally you're going to have a good time here. You may be a little bit traumatized depending on the game we play, but it's all in good fun. Welcome aboard. Let's see. Oh, you don't have blimps around there, Nate? We have blimps here. You don't see them hardly ever, at least where I'm at, but every once in a while, I see a blimp. Or, as I want to call them now, a dirigible balloon. Poor Tiny, what the hell's a blimp? It's... I think of a... you know what a Zeppelin is, Tiny? Do you know what a Zeppelin is? Oh, you have them, Nate, just not in your town. Yeah, I mean, we don't have them in my town, but sometimes when I go to, like, LA or something, I see that. I think it's very similar to a Zeppelin. Honestly, I don't really know the difference. Maybe a blimp is much more balloon, where a Zeppelin has a lot more structure and metal or something. I don't know. They seem to be fairly similar. Oh, you've never seen one in real life? I have, I think, like, during sporting events and stuff. If you go to a town that has like a huge stadium and they do sports, a lot of times they have blimps floating around just for advertising.
About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a look through your mother's bank transfers. If she's transferred the money, then it's up to the bank and the insurance company to slug it out between themselves.
Wait a second.
You can simply drop it by with the certificate if you like. Then I'll see to it.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Wait, so now we have to find bank statements to try to prove what money our mom has?
About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a look through. You can simply.
Oh, that's the same thing. Okay. I think we're done
Thanks
talking
very
to her.
much for the information.
No problem.
Let's see, we do have a hobbyist hot air balloons where I grew up in the suburbs. That's pretty cool, Tiny. Let's see, I never think he'd be called blimps. Wait. Oh, you mean the dirigible balloon therapy? Is that what you mean? And your city used to have a Goodyear hangar nearby, so you'd see them all, see them over the ocean all the time. Oh, you live on the East Coast. I think we're on the East Coast in this game. Oh, the Zeppelins. I mean, I think a Zeppelin is different from a blimp, but I don't know the real classification differences. I just think they're kind of similar.
My mom told me how she feared having to spend the rest of her life in a thing like this, even long after the car crash.
She might have to.
Her back was seriously injured, and no one could tell her if she would ever walk again.
Would Charlie Day play you pretty well, Nate?
A few glossies and a health magazine.
Yeah, they're just kind of similar, but there's definitely differences. Oh, that's actually exactly how I described it, Balloon. I thought that Zeppelins had more metal structure to them, and then Blimps was just more inflatable balloon. Nate, we're both short. That's all you really need. So, Danny DeVito could actually do you too, Nate? Is that right? Okay, so if I go to my checklist... That's awesome. I like this. This is great. You can check that off. Nate, you are so right. I love Danny DeVito in that show. And yes, I am in California. The opposite of the East Coast. I like the East Coast, though. I've been to Florida many times, and I've been to Boston. Relentless. Aye. Could do, Nate, if you know what I mean. Okay, so mom's health insurance. Okay, our mom's health insurance company screwed up, and now I've got to sort this whole mess. I need to find some kind of receipt or something that can prove mom paid for her contributions. I'm guessing that means we need to go back to the house, yeah? Oh, you remember what it was that therapy said you needed to ask Nate, because he would know of all people. Oh, is this what we were talking about in the last stream? Yeah, what was that? A funny thing, I'm trying to remember. I also think, what was it? We were reading a message in the last game we were playing Sally Face, and there was something funny in like the Indian folklore, and it made me think of Nate, but I don't remember what it was. Something about getting lost in the woods, I think. Oh yeah, and it went down that way. Mostly when it talked about, it was like a ritual of getting lost in the woods, and I'm like, wait a second, is Nate part of this tribe? Oh, you grew up just north of Miami, but you're living in North Florida for college right now. See, when I go there, I sometimes go to, I usually land in Orlando, and I do stuff kind of near Cape Canaveral. So I don't know if you're familiar with that area. You laughed when you watched the VOD. Oh, so you caught it later on. Nice. Oh, that's right. Monster in the Canadian Lakes. Getting lost in the woods, and then bestiality. Oh, you know Cape Canaveral from manga. That's it's probably completely accurate. Yeah, I was actually born in Nevada, and that's where my family lives. Some of my family lives currently, but don't live there. I go there usually twice a year. I try to. And now he will probably open this up
There's
because
no choice.
we need it.
I can't believe I've got to scrabble around in my mother's private things so the damn insurance company doesn't let her die. I mean, what are they gonna do if I can't find any proof that my mother transferred that money? Throw her out of the door in her bed?
They can't do that.
All right, come on, Darren.
I see you love being in Orlando too, but the transportation in the city. I've only had very little driving experience there, Balloon. It's not too bad from what I've seen, but usually I land at the airport and then I get the hell out of there. Yeah, the space station is where they launch all the stuff. Yeah, out of Cape Canaveral. One time you got stuck at a gas station on Disney property. Mickey doesn't let you leave. Not until you pay his taxes. Oh, there's a puzzle here. Here we go. This is one of those nice and easy puzzles that you just gotta kind of like shift things around in the right order. Okay, so that one looks correct, but I think that's over there. No, that didn't look right. That one? Nope. Okay, that's definitely correct. Nope. Where does that one go? Thanks, Roll. Okay, Mickey's Hell Station. I've never been to Disney World. We want to go for my wife's 30th birthday in a couple years, so I'm excited for that. You got to take a lot of time to properly do Disney World. Disney, our evil overlords. It's scary how much Disney owns, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to do this. I have to move a few of these things around. Try that. And then that one. Oh, that looks like it could be correct. So I think this whole section here might be right. Relentless, exploring the world, one anime at the time. Okay, as far as what's connected here, I bet these guys are going to be way down there. Unfortunately, I have to jack up the rest of the drawing to get that. But I do think that portion... does that really connect right there? I'm not sure. I don't think so, because look at that. That's not right. Okay, this is a little bit harder than I thought. A John Canada holiday. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, when you were in Canada. Or we were in Lapland. Where's Lapland? I'm going to be doing a lot of just shifting things around as I try to figure this guy out. Not exactly sure what goes underneath that one. Definitely not that one. Oh, it's this one. This one right here needs to be under that. Okay. Oh, gonna lurk for now. I'll keep on stream, but I should be working. Balloon, thank you so much, and thank you again for the follow. I appreciate the lurk. And yeah, we usually stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so hopefully we can catch you again sometime. Lapland is the land in my lap. Jesse loves Lapland. Okay, that's all correct. How about that one? Nope. So close. So close, guys. I have to move those around. All right, so... Oh, wait, this one's not right. That one needs to be underneath that. Okay. That looks correct, right? Is this the end piece, though, or does that go right there? I think it needs to go right here. I bet that all connects. So I think that maybe is supposed to be right there. Like that. But more. Wait, no. Look at that. That lines up. Okay, so this is supposed to be way over here. This is a tricky one. Yeah, bold of you to assume that John remembers anything. Have we discussed Lapland before? Dang it. The second from the left in the middle row does not line up. Oh, this one? I guess not, because that's a tree right there, isn't it? Okay. Which one goes there? This one. That one's correct. Okay. Unfortunately, you get it all lined up, at least half of it lined up, then you have to jack it up to fix the rest. Oh, you loosely started planning 6 weeks of backpacking in the Balkans. Cool. I don't know where that is. Backpacking is awesome. I wonder if Andy originally from California or not. She is actually originally from California. We're actually going to plan to do a trip here pretty soon, me and Andy. One thing that we want to do, we want to go to Japan again, but Andy's really scared of flying, doesn't have a good time with that, and it's a 12-hour flight. So she wants to do a couple shorter flights before then, just kind of build herself up, build up the confidence. So we want to take a trip to the East Coast pretty soon here. But I don't want to tell you guys what it is until we're for sure and it's finalized. How could you forget I'm American? Or is it because of all the Swedish tendencies that I have? Okay, that one definitely has to go there. But I have to move everything around to make the rest of this work. That one's not correct. It's this one right here. This one has to go there. I am not that great at these. Oh, I missed it. Okay, it was this one right here. It needed to be under it. Dang it. Yeah, so let me try rotating these again. I need, as far as the rotating goes, there we go. I need that here. No, because I'm going in this way, so I need it right next to it. That correct? Yeah, this is good. Okay, check this out. Okay, we got this whole left side correct. We are all Swedish. John's American Swedish. I like that. Then John is the most ignorant Swede I've ever met. I think it's an insult, Tiny. Alright, now I know this one goes here. Actually, this is correct. I think I'm close. Those are correct. That just needs to go up by one. That. Is that correct, though? No. Does that go here? This piece definitely goes here. Then I apologize, John. I didn't think it sounded that foreign. Honestly, it seems like everything sounds foreign to me. I just assume anything you guys say is someone I don't know or something I don't know, but I should know. Let's see, do you recognize it though? This is the church where that priest, not the priest, but they're like burying a body outside for a while, and our cemetery was in the back, right? Okay, so this piece needs to be up here. And that's cool. I like all the references to the original game. Okay, I need those two reversed. That's correct. Okay. So I think I have all 6, let's see, 5, 6, 8 of these correct. Now for these 3, I'm guessing this one, only one of these is going to be empty. I'm guessing that one goes down there. I need it in the opposite direction. Let's see, can I even do that? I'm gonna have to jack up my other ones. Let's see if I start here. Okay, let's try it this way. I kind of know the formula of how these things work. I'm just never very good at them. Oh, I didn't get that right piece that I wanted down here. We're so close, guys. That one doesn't match up. That one doesn't match up. I think this one's supposed to be empty. And this one's supposed to be filled in. I need that on the other side. Oh wait, that looks good. Oh, thank God. I mean, I was working towards my master plan there. Thank goodness. Let's say that looks very realistic. Just this whole scene right here, that's pretty cool.
Huh. A little wooden box. I've never seen it before. Ah, there's Mom's transfer book. That's what I was looking for. I'll take both.
Of course, you're going to take everything you can find. You succeeded before reaching your master plan of failure. I really should have Blaze. If I knew this was my real... I deserve a token. I do, don't I? If I realized this is going to be my real calling, I would have gotten a degree in video game puzzles.
Pencils. Run-of-the-mill pencils.
It's funny, though. It depends on the puzzle. Like, certain puzzles I could just tear right through. Other puzzles, it's painful. Robocadia is getting some sass. How about you don't do that? I don't remember Robocadia talking like that before. He is totally becoming sentient. Well, F you, Robocadia. That's funny.
A packet of cigarettes. Is Mom a secret smoker? Oh, there's just playing cards in it. I'd have been surprised.
Ah, it's fake. Nice. Is there anything else we can interact with here?
I'll leave that here. You always need a sharpener for pencils, and I can't see any here.
Wow. One thing that would actually be very useful, a pencil, and he doesn't steal it. Aw, you're hugging Robocadia. Yeah, it looks like that was it. So I think we'll go back to the hospital. You trying to give me pi amount of points? Robocadia's gonna explode. Just don't tell him to divide by 0. You gave me 1 token. Yes, Tiny. My tokens are useless. Let's just throwing them in the trash. Hey, there's another guy here.
I don't want to just sit here and wait for some news. I can drop by at any time and ask how she's doing. Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
Mr. Michaels. Tiny, I don't care either way. Yeah, wait, can I not give her the other thing? Wait, let me cancel out of here.
Oh, never mind. It's done.
Maybe I have to work on this. Is this another
wooden
puzzle?
Box I found in my mother's bedroom. It's quite hefty. Seems to be solid wood. It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid, but I can't even begin to work out what they are.
We finished a puzzle to get another puzzle. Is that right?
The little wooden box I found, there are some kind of symbols on the lid.
I'm surprised we can't, like, look at it. Okay, so our current mission is still to find some receipts. Maybe I didn't actually find what I needed. Oh, you looked up too quickly and you thought the guy sitting there was Sam Drake. Like, Uncharted Sam Drake? I could see that. That was the brother, right? Nathan Drake's brother? I didn't find the receipts. Actually, I thought that we found, like, that box was going to have receipts in there, but he doesn't know how to open it yet. So no, we're still looking. You know, I think we looked in these drawers before.
I don't think I'll find anything interesting.
Okay, never mind. So we opened up the bureau, and he said that's where financial information would be, but he didn't find anything in there besides...
I don't think I'll find anything else here.
Yeah, he won't find anything else in there. We just got the weird box that we don't know how to open yet. He just says it has some weird symbols on there. He walks like he's chafed his thighs.
It's still half full.
Is that a Boston thing, maybe? Maybe he
Why did
has.
she stand up and go over there? Maybe the phone rang? Maybe she got some bad news and fainted. That doesn't seem like her at all.
He's trying to put it together. That's good. I don't think there's really anywhere else to go besides... Oh, we can look at the headphones.
Mom's into music. That's one thing we have in common. Though our tastes are a little diverse. Mom's Beethoven doesn't mix that well with Nirvana or Pearl Jam.
I love all the 90s music references. Let's see, I should put myself on the list. I am on the list to not get tokens, Blaze, but that only counts for hanging out in the stream, you know? The 15 tokens I have, that's either been from people giving it to me, from me winning duels, from me... what else would I do? Oh, I guess winning the random games, you know, like if it's basketball or stream animals. I still get points for that. Let's see, are you sure you got everything from the bureau? Yeah, I tried clicking on it again, and he said, nope, I don't need anything else from there. The only thing we got was this wooden box, and I can't look at it.
The little wooden box I found in my mother's bedroom. It's quite hefty, seems to be solid wood. It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid, but I can't even begin to work out what they are.
Yeah, let's go check again. See, right here. This guy, right? Actually, now I can't even click on it. So the last time I clicked on it, he says, I probably won't find anything else I need in there. And now, even when I click spacebar to look at items that I can click on, there's nothing. The only items I can click on in here is the door and the night... Oops. The night table lamp.
Nothing else there.
Okay, now nothing at all. So we have bread, we have vinegar, full tea kettle, photo developer, bowl. Gotta have the bowl, bank book. Wait, this is what we needed, right?
I don't know about all this kind of stuff. Let's see. I reckon that these are my mom's account transactions. This is the rent, and here's 18 bucks, and 45 to the phone company. Aha, and here's the transfer to the insurance company. That's from last month, so she has paid. Those guys need to kick up the butt. What's this? A letter?
Now we're getting some info.
Dear Rebecca, I have received your letter and am pleased that you're well. Of course, I will furthermore send you the full amount. Your suggestion is well intended, and I wouldn't have expected anything else from you. But there's absolutely no question about your receiving any less, even if he has now left home. You have done a wonderful job, and it's now time that you did something for yourself. Enjoy your life in Maine. With love, C.
Who's writing our mom? Who's C?
Strange. The full amount. Even if he's out of the house now? What's that all about? Here's my mom receiving a fat payment from... a $1,500 transfer from a bank in England. BCW Bank, Willow Creek Branch.
That's a lot of money.
Willow Creek? That name's familiar.
Especially in 93.
Mom used to live in England, but was it in this Willow Creek? And who is the C character? And why is he sending her money? Here it is again. And there! She seems to get the same amount every month. Seems to be practically her only source of income. I don't get it. She always told me she got a monthly injury compensation payment from insurance of the guy who caused the crash, which also killed my father. I definitely wasn't supposed to see that. Suppose it didn't really matter to me either. It's just that... It's just not like my mother to keep secrets from me.
Yeah, it's not Dr. New Daddy.
I'll ask her why she's lied to me as soon as she gets better.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, I'm glad you're awake. Why you always lying? Basketball is love. Basketball is life. All right. What do we have here? We got the letter from C. We looked at the bank book. It's funny, when I opened up the, I don't know, wait, bureau, I think you call that? I only noticed the wooden box. I didn't even see when we grabbed the bank book. I guess it was just all in one big thing. Yeah, and we can change it up too. We can always vote on whether we want to do basketball or a boss battle, because that seems to be working now, or stream animals. I really like the architecture in this kind of area too. Blaze, but I'll never win the vote. Then you gotta vote for stream animals, Blaze, because then everybody else will vote for the opposite. It is known.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
I don't know why I just like being called that. Mr. Michaels.
Oh, never mind. It's done now.
Wait, I guess I have
Hi.
to show her the insurance
Hello,
card.
Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
I have my mother's bank transfers
go.
here. She's already paid for the damn insurance.
I was thinking the same thing myself. You know, the insurance company has made a boo-boo. Can I have them? Don't worry, I'll get on it.
Did you really need me
So
to tell
that
you
will
that?
be the end of it then?
Yes, I'll clear it all
I
up
made
with them.
Boo-boo. I made a boo-boo that almost got your mother killed because we can't take care of her. Oops. Such a little boo-boo. Okay. So those are all crossed off. Maybe the nurse will take care of it if I hand over the payment transfer slips. So I think we already did hand over the payment transfer slips.
I don't want to stop her from doing her job. Right now.
Okay, I think we're done. There we go. Tell Fuller what you think of him. Nice. Fuller's gonna pay for helping my mom. Not helping my mom. If he'd acted when she called, she'd be a lot better off now. I like that coffee stain right there. That's kind of authentic. All right. It's time to go smash the boss. Yeah. Helping her. You'll pay for helping my mom. See, that would hold up in a court of law, though. You say we were negligent and they are sending your ass to jail. You say we made a little oopsie daisy boo boo. Sorry, ooh, and they acquit you. You have to say it exactly like that, though. It needs to be all that legalese right there. Oopsie daisy boo boo, sorry, ooh. Done. Gets you out of everything. Nate, I hate you for that. Ah, remember in old times, helping means killing. Like, we're gonna help her by putting her out of her misery. Especially the legal system in Phoenix Wright. Anything goes. Blackwell logic. Alright. It's time to confront him.
Whoa. That can't be right. It's the guy from the hospital with Fuller.
What?
Who is that guy? And what's he got to do with Fuller? I ought to listen in. I can still get Fuller at
Wait, is this the creepy guy? Now that we have him, we can trap him in there, right?
Most of the pictures here in the window weren't taken by Fuller. In some moment of blinding inspiration, he must have decided to get some proper photographers to promote his business.
Good plan.
Of course, they have no idea just how lucky they've been.
Oh, the
Can't open
Countess.
door. Bell would give me away immediately. I'm gonna have to listen in unnoticed if I want to find out who this guy is and what he's doing with Fuller.
Oh, I know what we have to do. This is why we stole the stethoscope, so we can listen in through the door, right? Nice. I can't hear anything.
I can't hear a thing from here. They're way too far off.
Oh, when do you think we'll do the second Phoenix Wright? I got a number of games I need to knock off my list before then. And I also wanted to ask you, are they all that long? Like, that's one of my longest played Steam games. Probably just because there was so much reading, and when I read, I go slower than if I read in my mind, you know, trying to read out loud. See, I don't believe that's how stethoscopes work. Not really. It didn't actually really help me. Wait. I didn't get to hear what he said. What about here? Number 2 is shorter. It's the first game just the longest. Oh, he goes right back to the door. Actually, the bonus episode was almost as long as the original game. Like the rest of the chapters, you know?
The rattling of the heating pipes.
Oh, we can go down this little alleyway. There we go. We just need a better place to use the stethoscope. Did I spend longer in just the last chapter than the rest of the game? That was probably the thing that really dragged it on, huh? It was a cool game, though. I really enjoyed it.
An ancient, rickety tool shed. This is where Fuller keeps the junk that he doesn't just throw somewhere in the yard. So, not much.
A spin driver. What the hell's that? Spin dryer, sorry. Oh, that's for clothes, isn't it?
Fuller hung out the laundry yesterday. For him and his mother. I just found it somewhat surprising that a fat ass like him does the laundry for his mother. Alarming, even. The man is way past 40 and gets bossed around by his mother.
That makes sense why he's actually doing that. Number 2 is definitely shorter. And it's kind of funny. Like, I love long games, but I hesitate to stream long games just because I know it could take up like 2 to 3 months of our time, which is just a long time. And especially if people aren't interested in the game, then all of a sudden you got like 2 solid months that you're not super excited to like jump in the streams. And that's not fun. Going back to the fat-phobic language. There's a dog cage outside.
That's the cage for Fuller's mother's dog. But the dog is usually in the house. At least, I've never seen it here in the cage.
Oh, we can grab a water bowl. We already have a bowl. What do we need a dog water bowl for?
The water bowl is completely dry. Perhaps I can still use it.
Now I'm confused. How many bowls do we need? Listen, you could do it like one case at a time and play other games in between. The only danger of that, Relentless, is my memory is like that of a goldfish. So if I took like a month in between cases or so, or even a few weeks, I'd be screwed. I'd be like, wait, who's Phoenix Wright? Tiny, I love bowls. We need more bowls.
I've got to be careful. Fuller's talking to that guy on the other side of that window. I can't understand anything, but if I'm not careful, they'll see me.
Okay, so here we can do it. And that's true. Enough of you probably know Phoenix Wright that you could catch me up like immediately, which is good. Okay, let's try it on this door.
I can hear that they're talking, but no idea what about.
Wait, did you try the stethoscope or did I click on the wrong thing?
I don't understand the word. I've somehow got to get closer, or even better, inside.
We have to get inside now? Well, if we have to go inside the house, why do we even need the stethoscope? That's right, you were definitely giving me a lot of summaries that helped me keep track of everything, Blaze. That was super nice. Who's Ace Attorney? Maybe on one of the windows?
I'll never get those bars out of the wall. I can forget that.
I was gonna say, maybe there was a way to climb up to the second floor. There's a barrel
If somebody told me the old fat pig dumped poisonous waste, then I'd completely believe it. I don't understand why Fuller doesn't just get this stuff picked up. What does he want to keep it for?
He's a hoarder. Doesn't want to get rid of anything. But we can't go to that... Ooh, there's a grating down here. What is this?
Huh. I could reach the basement through the light well. But removing the grill would make too much noise.
Lame.
And apart from that, I'd never get up the creaky basement staircase quietly. I've got to find another way.
Let's see, I suppose you could choose the lesser of two evils, taking the risk of forgetting what happened during the previous case, or playing the game for 2 months straight. I mean, if the other one isn't as long as the first one, it might not be too bad. It's a lose-lose situation. Hey, there's a bucket here. Do we need a bucket?
A completely rusted bucket with big holes in the bottom of it.
Of course we need a bucket. Oh no, we just got the handle.
The handle's busted off. I'm gonna leave the bucket there. There really isn't much more I can do with it.
What do we need the handle for? Maybe there'll be another bucket we need it for? Big holes in the bottom. I could try the stethoscope on the windows, but I think it just goes to the door?
I can't hear anything here. They're too far away.
Let me try the other window.
Just the noise of the heating pipe.
You didn't even try that. Look how far you are from the window. Come on. Okay. I mean, can I just open the door? Or are they right there?
Damn, the door is locked. There's a little hook that's keeping the door locked. I've got to reach it somehow.
What do you know? I have something that you might be able to unhook it with. Nope. Okay. I guess not. Nothing else I use would we be able to lockpick that. Oh, pivoting window. Maybe this is where we need to hook.
Huh. The window is directly above the door. Perhaps I can somehow unhook the lock through the window.
There we go. Let's try the handle up here. You can't reach that, though. Could you use the stethoscope? Oh, Ace Attorney significantly raises the likelihood of John falling asleep because he will try to finish as much as he can in a stream to avoid 37 parts. And I approve of happening of Sleepy John. That was the game where I had the funniest sleepy moment, I think. Andy still loves watching that clip you made, Therapy. I fell asleep in the middle of a sentence and then just picked right back up like nothing happened. Aw, Tiny. Now I want to listen to some Blues Traveler. That's good stuff. Okay, I think we're on the right path. I just don't think we have the right item. Looked at everything here. Well, maybe there's something else in the tool shed. I just used it right now. I had forgotten about that.
A reel of fishing line. There seems to be a little still on it.
There we go. I didn't click in here enough.
Only
Now
the
we got
line.
something useful. So what can I connect to the fishing line? How about this? Sweet. Somehow
Not
that turned
exactly.
into a small hook. But let's try this in the window now.
That should work. I've just got to be really quiet. If the handle hits against the door, they're both sure to hear it.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Disneyland and the police.
And they didn't notice anything.
I mean, the Disneyland makes sense. Andy's always obsessed with Disneyland. We were probably going to go there in the near future. John became completely incoherent. I should have stopped that stream a long time earlier. Well, amazingly, I haven't had like a... This is the time I would usually be falling asleep. It's like 1:15 in the morning. I've been up since like 5 in the morning. So I should be passing out soon. Oh, you've seen 2 Ghibli movies. Thank you, Netflix. Which ones did you watch, Tiny?
The door is open again. I can go in. I just hope it doesn't squeak.
Oh, I should have saved it first.
Angelina. That might have been it. I wrote down the surname as well. For another $10, I might even remember where I put the note.
Not necessary. I know her surname. And your assistant, what about him?
What assist... Oh, you mean Darren? That's my errand boy. He works here in the semester holidays.
A good errand boy is worth a lot. What do you know about him?
Why are you interested in him? You want to poach him from me? No problemo. For $100, I'll even write his notice straight away. What the hell? We'll say 50.
Not interested. Do you know him well?
What's with all the questions? His mother came in and asked if he could work here for a few weeks. He's a pussy!
Whoa.
One of the eternally afflicted. Oh, I feel so bad, and the world is so unfair, and it all makes no sense. Boo-hoo.
So you don't know him?
And I've got no
Crap.
That was close.
The clock started to go off. Alright, we got some information.
They're both heading for the exit, and I'm none the wiser. Who is this guy following then? Me? Or Angelina? And why? I'm gonna ask Angelina about the man. She's British, and that guy's got a British accent. You never know, perhaps she knows him.
They have to know each other.
First, I've got unfinished business with Fuller.
They're both from this huge country. They have to know each other. They have to be related, right? Blaze even knows both of them. Wait, can we follow the guy down here? It looked like he went this direction. Oh, you watched the most famous ones, Totoro and Kiki's Delivery Service. Those are so good. I saw Totoro when I was really young. And I didn't even know what anime was at the time, but I loved it. I haven't seen all of their movies, but I've probably seen a good 7 or 8, I think, so far. You haven't watched any of them? You would probably really like them, Therapy.
Hey, where's the big jellyfish?
Oh, while he's gone, you gotta take that film.
Huh. Looks like Fuller's taking the film out of the camera.
Crap.
But I wanted to give that fat bastard a piece of my mind first. Where the hell is he?
Is he gonna be dead? Did that British guy kill him? That'd be awesome. I mean, what a
What the hell?
Oh.
A secret door hidden behind the photo backdrops.
Hello. The plot thins. Go ahead and save it. Fat phobia. You can't watch kind movies for some reason. Do you mean like just like happy movies? Like, is it just kind of like not interesting enough? Holy hell, this is a long stream so far. Yeah, I should have called it probably 20 minutes ago, but it seemed like we were just getting into some good stuff here. Let's just see what happens here.
What the hell are you doing here, boy?
Oh. That is dark room?
Keep your hands off, Fuller! Because of you, my mother's in a coma.
What have I got to do with your mother? Out! Out of my basement! Go on, get out of here!
You should have told me that she called. It was obvious that something was wrong. I swear I'm gonna...
You threatening me? You? Threatening me?
If she doesn't wake up, I am gonna...
Out! Get out of here already! You're fired! Out! Out!
Uh-oh.
Out!
You better pray she doesn't die. That's the only thing that'll save your fat ass.
Get out of here! If I ever catch you here again, you'll end up next to your mother.
Whoa.
You're gonna regret this,
You'll
Fuller.
never do anything, you pussy! You haven't got the balls! You haven't got the guts! You got nothing!
Think of something. I'll get him back. That man's gonna pay, you just wait.
Wow.
But I still need the film with Angelina's pictures on it from one of his cameras. I could use his darkroom to develop the film and make the prints. If he's not gonna pay me, and that'll do as a partial payment. Now all I have to do is somehow get him out of the store.
So now we're fired, we have to sneak our way in there. Because we still have to get the film to get to the British girl who knows the other British guy, because they're both British, and they all know each other, right? I think I'm all caught up. Oh, you're going to get a crush on Hal. I can predict it. You're really going to like Hal's Moving Castle? Hal's Moving Castle? That was one of my favorites. Or we could just murder our way. That is always a great solution. Okay, let me save it one more time. And that's probably a good place to call it for the night. It would be much easier. That is very true.